Alright, welcome to, I believe, Daniel, you checked it, session 70, right?
74, baby.
Yeah, 74 peaceful, session 74 peaceful, yeah, alright. I'm so sorry I did that. Anyway,
I'm sorry you did that too.
yeah, me too. Alright, I'm going to roll for recap, gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Me rolling a d7. Spirit, would you mind recapping for us?
Yeah, sure. Where did we start at the
So,
beginning of last session?
last...
It was at the fight, right? Sorry, it was at the beginning of the fight with the.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the fight with the creatures that had the
Yeah.
cone of anti-magic.
Okay, so we're walking through, having a good time in the forest. When the party is ambushed by a creature who surprises us and projects some sort of anti-magic field, sucking the magic away from magic users and the life force away from those who do not use it. But it was a trap, for there was another one, more mechanical, tankier than the first. Combat ensued. We were eventually able to best our opponents, and Erin and some other people kind of investigated the bodies, trying to see like what was causing like the effect, whether it was some sort of item that they could take to try and harness that anti-magic that the creatures had been using. Eventually we're able to find a small sphere object that if you channeled magic through it, it would also have the added effect, combined with the spell, that it would neutralize magic at the level that you cast your own spell at. We adventured onwards, continuing, I believe. Shamrock got really good rolls on the traveling, so he was able to expedite the process significantly, where we eventually ended up in a clearing that was surrounded by interesting plants. Don't remember. They were not very nice plants. They electrocute people when you touch them. There's some sort of emitting from some sort of central object. Don't remember, but it all had some sort of fey essence connected to it. And this, we eventually decide to move on from that. But at the very end of the session, Spirit had a small conversation with Erin, which ended in some not so nice things being said.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So... yeah. I'm trying to remember the exact moment because I don't want to just like cut to the next morning. If y'all want to continue that that little bit of conversation. If y'all want to, I guess, revisit that at all, you can do that now.
I would be willing to. I'd kind of need a refresher on exactly what Spirit said.
The last thing, I don't remember exactly what I said, but the last thing I said, basically, you were kind of like, we need to, you were saying something about how we need to work together, and I was like, I work with people, I don't work with slaves.
Yeah. Erin is gonna stand there stunned for a hot second. And then I think he's just going to walk away. I had thought of things for him to say, but also I don't think he would actually think coherently after hearing that. So he's going to walk away from Spirit for a little bit.
Alright. You do so. I believe this was... I believe this was during or immediately after a long rest, correct?
This was right before we left
Right before.
the last site.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, you'll also have a little bit of traveling to do for that day. I need to look at the map because I haven't in a minute. I've been working. Sorry, I'm a little disoriented. The session. Had some long days. All right, so y'all continue traveling. I would like for everyone to give me perception checks
You
for
got it, boss.
travel on this day. Uriel, I've kind of addressed this, but I don't think I've ever like really explicitly been like, look,
Perception?
flying above to like scout in this area is giving you disadvantage
Okay.
because there's you're in a forest, there's tree cover. It makes it harder to see, not easy.
Even if I flew above the tree line?
That's exactly why it's giving you disadvantage, because trees have the
Okay.
canopies. The canopies cover the ground. It gives way more like. It's harder to see the ground from above than it is.
You got a +5, Falknir? Holy.
I got good
Efficient?
Michael, what stat are we rolling?
Perception.
Like you just have to have
I got proficiency in
+1. and
wisdom.
No,
No, my,
it-
okay.
It's pretty good.
Perception.
So Uriel, are you staying on the ground?
Dirty
Are you like
20.
popping
No, she's
above
fine.
every now and then? Or okay, you're staying
Forest
above.
dweller Tippy knows all. Never mind.
Forest dweller Tippy.
Never
Dude,
mind.
not as much
Erin
as
knows
Erin.
all. Dude.
Aaron's a forest dweller in another lifetime, probably.
He's read about the forest.
Mhm.
The books are made of
So-
trees, you know?
They are.
True, true.
He's got an osmosis through tree knowledge.
As y'all are walking on this day, the forest feels a lot. Tyler, you're echoing.
I'm echoing.
I think so. Anyway, as y'all are walking on this day, the forest feels a lot cramped, a lot more closer to, a lot closer together. It's getting much denser. You can very clearly tell that you're getting closer to the source of all of this. Every now and then you think you hear things, think you see things floating about in the forest, but you can never find anything concrete. Shamrock, who's been kind of leading y'all at one point, is getting towards the end of the day, will turn around and stop and just kind of look at you. We'll probably look at Erin specifically.
I'll use speak with animals to understand what he's saying.
Alright, you cast speak with animals and says this will be the last day of our journey, I believe. I've never been this deep, but based off of my knowledge of the forest, the village should be maybe half a day's journey from here. I suggest that we should set up camp and rest to arrive tomorrow in as good a shape as we possibly can.
A quick reminder for me, Michael. What village? We're going to the orc village, right? Or where it was?
Correct. The orc village that y'all visited a very
Okay. I'll make an announcement to the rest of the team.
Uriel will come down when she notices everything has stopped.
According to Shamrosh, we are just about half a day's travel from the Orc village. So he suggests that we stop and gather our strength before making the last leg of the journey. Any objections?
I don't have any.
Neither do I.
Alright. Then let's set up camp and get the last of our rest in.
Okay.
Are y'all gonna set up camp?
So?
What are y'all doing for
Michael.
food, if I don't mind asking? Yes.
I have not unprepared create food and water, and I have not used any third level spells.
Gotcha. You can cast create food and water.
And okay,
Just
that should create enough food to feed 10 people.
Awesome.
all right. So I believe with most group size, that'll be plenty of food to keep you all sustained. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Austin?
Actually, it was like the same thing. Like I just wanted to ask. I was just curious about it. Like the assumption has been that Tadriel has been casting food and water this whole time.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring it up. You know, make sure that you've been expending the spell slots and because it's been a while since we've acknowledged it. I just wanted to make
Okay,
sure that
gotcha.
it was.
Oh.
Anyway, y'all go ahead. You set up camp.
Yeah.
And y'all have a little bit of time before nightfall to get out any last things you want to do before the last leg of this journey.
Okay.
Is
Erin-
Tippy still in my?
Oh.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Is Tippy still in my bag?
Sure.
Would she have moved after, like, because you were like, Tippy was in my bag at the end of the last session? And would you have moved, like, the rest of the day?
If we started traveling, probably not. She'd probably just take this time to rest.
I'm gonna open up. Is she still sleepy?
Yeah, she looks like this.
Okay, I'm gonna close that.
And she has like one of those sleep bubbles going up and down.
Yeah, I'm not
She's
gonna
going
bother her.
honk me.
She's just laying on like something that might kill her if she interacted with it wrong.
So during this rest is when Erin would go up to Spirit and ask him right off the bat, Spirit, are you willing to give your life if it means completing the mission?
Yes, why?
It seems strange to me that you prioritize your concept of slavery over your own life.
As I said earlier, in my own concepts of slavery aren't exactly the same thing.
Explain to me.
Why do we need to talk about this?
Because you're quite right. We haven't been working as a team. And I think that if we want to complete this mission, we are going to need to, or else we'll die in vain. And I think there are many other areas of our group that need tightening up. But especially in this case, where there seems to be a fundamental block between you and Uriel, I would like to get that cleared up as soon as possible.
Yes, some logic there. Uriel isn't exactly the same as us.
How so?
Uriel's a creation of a higher being.
Aren't we
Not
all to some extent?
to some extent, but we are indirect. She was directly created by a god.
And this diminishes your ability to work with her.
Uriel was created to fulfill a purpose and to obey a god. She doesn't
Okay.
have the same fundamental choices and ability to choose like we do. She's beholden to a higher power, and it's not loyalty, it's her nature.
1 second. Sorry, my mom brought in my clothes.
That's fine.
Thanks, Mom. Relatable.
Sorry. Would you have said the same thing about Nero?
No.
And so, you would argue that there exists a fundamental difference between Nero and Uriel, in that
Yes.
Uriel does not have the same will?
Yes.
Okay.
And I would make that argument again and again.
Are those goals misaligned from ours?
I assume not, no. But I couldn't tell you.
I fail to see in which way Uriel fails in being just as capable of completing this mission as the rest of us.
Uriel isn't incapable of completing this mission.
Okay.
They're powerful in their own right, if a bit dim. But they can help. They have the power to do so. It doesn't mean that I want to work with them.
I'm still confused. Forgive me.
Sorry to hear that you're confused.
If it did come down to your life of relying on Uriel to help you in some way, would you do so?
If my life depended on it, yes. But I've been fine so far.
We're about to enter something more dangerous than we've ever seen. At least I've ever seen. I can't speak entirely for you.
Quite possible.
I'm simply urging you to reconsider that position. To treat every encounter we have out here as if it could take your life. Because for all we know, one slight underestimation and we're dead. And I agree that we have not been playing to our strengths as well as we should. But again, I think I urge you to reconsider, and I will urge the rest of our group to reconsider our tactics.
And you'll do so, but I think... Look, Erin, I treat every battle seriously. I understand the risks involved, and I understand I could die out here. I don't think everyone else understands that. And Erin, out of all people, I think I understand how much value my life has. You only really appreciate something when you lose it.
And I do respect your unique position here. I'm not trying to tell you authoritatively how you should be treating this, but as an outside perspective that sees Uriel on the same field of capability and trust as the rest of you, in the same way I saw Nero as perfectly earning of my trust, I urge you to reconsider.
On the battlefield, I will give it my all, and I will fight to protect and complete our mission.
Alright.
But
That's all I
will
can ask
not work with Uriel.
There it is again. And if giving it your all means working with Uriel, will you?
I doubt it will.
If it does.
I don't see the point in this hypothetical.
Hypotheticals are all we have to work with. Because Lord knows we have no exact information on what we're coming up into.
I'm done with this conversation, Erin.
Alright. I just hope any of my words can stick with you. I hope in the heat of the moment, you make the decision that's best for everyone. And Erin will walk away. And then Erin will go to Vico.
Boogie on over.
I don't know if I want to roleplay all of this out because that was already a full Erin conversation, but Erin will be asking Vico about like potential strategies. And out of character, y'all got anything cool you can do with other players?
Like fucking what?
Any wombo combos we can do?
Any wombo combos?
Throw Tippy into an enemy and then she transforms.
I can make anyone's weapon do more damage.
Okay. So that would probably be. I guess this would be good to. I wouldn't just go to Vico. I'd be going around and I'd be asking people, what can you do? How can we best utilize that? just to
I wish Tippy
give context to this.
Falknir,
Tippy.
you can miss this step, right?
Falknir cannot miss this step. But I do have Steel Wind Strike, which is just Misty Step, but I attack everything in a 20-foot radius too.
That's
Or
pretty
maybe
good.
That's pretty
Or maybe
The only struggle with it is that it is a 5th level spell.
Yeah, it is a 5th level spell.
yeah, it's a 5th level spell, but
Yeah.
we're not going to talk about that.
Same
Okay,
same
cool.
with my thing.
I have Wall of Force. I don't know if that's helpful for anybody's plans, but I have a Wall of Force that can stop shit.
I have a wall of fire.
We can trap
We
them.
can turtle.
I have
A wall of
missed
burn.
this step.
We can make the burning oven.
Oh,
I could
If you wall of force
I
someone
could
and
hold
then put a
person.
wire inside of it, that's horrifying.
That is
It is a-
horrifying.
I hold person, you two fucking
Yeah.
pincer attack.
Yeah, literally.
So just make one weapon do more damage.
I have blinding smite.
Make them blind, bind them, wall of force, burn them. There we go.
all of Vico's
No, I-
combo
I have-
combos are going to involve
Yeah.
either Misty Stepping or stabbing someone. There is no.
I can Misty Step if you need.
If they try to mess with our minds with charm or frighten effect, I
I
can use calm emotions.
I do happen to have a bunch of like support spells like Long Strider
Yeah,
and Gum
Now, Aaron.
and Absorb
Yeah.
Elements, Charm Person.
All right. We both Misty Step on top of somebody. You Misty Step on top of Vico. Vico Misty Steps on top of the person. He stabs them. Then you like Eldritch Blast them. You don't take any fall damage. Vico takes all the fall damage.
We could try that.
Big brain.
I also have Feather Falling, so
Tippy rides on cinnamon.
Oh, Vico.
I like
Vico
this idea a lot.
Drops really hard. Like Misty Steps really high up.
Oh my god.
Feather
And since
fall.
Aaron has such a like far shot, and then we do like either Uriel could just pick Aaron up and just fly him up.
I turn Spirit into a giant squid.
No.
No, not the Song of War.
So-
I need to bring those
Who-
back.
So that he can just snipe from 120 feet.
I'm
away.
bringing those back.
Yeah, exactly. And what are they gonna do? Shoot at us? We're 120 feet.
Michael, where's my loot?
up your ass.
Your loot?
I'm fairly certain that like somebody's been carrying all of your shit for you.
Mhm.
My stuff
Oh,
is
that type of loot.
my stuff is a single like banjo loot, and a rapier.
Plus all the
Probably
stuff.
Tadriel has the rapier. I know this.
Yeah, I know Tadriel has the rapier. I don't know who has the loot. Probably Tadriel.
I do have Death Ward, so
Yeah,
I
I
can
could-
prevent
yeah.
someone from dying.
Yeah. Who has the biggest single target damage? Melee damage, I assume, for David's big.
I'm a,
That would probably be me.
David,
Okay.
sorry, I just remembered something. So last session you used Galadia.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned a while ago when you first got Galadia that 3 of the crystals from the spell that you cast are cracked
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many crystals you have left, but I don't know that you can use Galadia right now until those
like at all?
get repaired.
How can it get?
Who has
he's
the
going
second
to-
most damage?
I told you that they were basically
Well, I mean, like,
they
He
had
can
to
Earth
like,
Elemental Punch.
Yeah, they
the
just have to be in the
more-
sun for a while, right?
yeah,
That's
it's like
not
the more sunlight they
that's
absorb,
who weapon.
Yeah.
the faster they
Yeah.
will repair. But they
Yeah,
aren't
that's why
repaired
I've been in
yet.
the sun. Okay,
I
so
also
they're
have-
not repaired.
They're probably close
Have
at
it-
this point,
okay.
but it's gonna
Okay.
be another couple days.
Okay, so literally all
Well,
of
like,
that's
I can't-
combat.
Yeah. I didn't like recognize it at the time, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about it either. So yeah. So then it would probably
can I
either
use my
be-
last ceremony to heal a crystal?
That's up to you.
I do have one more minor elemental bark right now
Possibly.
that can summon a bunch of dust devils, so I can just blind everybody with dust and shit.
Okay.
Not dust, but like little dust methods.
I mean, I
Right.
do have animate objects, so we can do that. Like, because if this is like in a place, we can like make a bunch of fucking just shit.
Tidal wave.
I
We
can
make
use
miniature army.
I could use fucking the minor conjuration bark to summon fire methods and have them fly around the enemy like real close, and then we can have everyone just shoot and kill the methods and they'll blow up on them.
I have a
To
spell
save
that I
armors?
haven't used yet that I think would be really fun.
What if you
Hypnotic
conjured an
Pattern.
Azer to make us a god-killing weapon?
Hypnotic Pattern is a 30-foot cube that has the chance to charm and incapacitate anyone in it.
Nice.
So, if
I have-
y'all have any good AoEs that would take advantage of an incapacitated creature?
If you
Yeah, I
did
guess
that,
it's always-
if you incapacitated that would sort of be like a okay, everyone prepare an action real quick because
Yeah.
like, the incapacitation ends when someone attacks. I'm pretty sure with a hypnotic pattern.
So we would all just hang out around them.
So we
with
would all
our
just like
hands.
ready an action
Yeah,
when
true.
the person does this.
So
Dude,
you,
team
you
attack.
Anna,
Team attack.
you Anna sleep dart them,
All out
and then
attack.
Yeah.
you Anna sleep dart them, and then everyone gathers around them in a circle and 3-2-1s them.
Yeah, literally personas all out attack. Yeah, so my holy
Hypnotic
weapon.
Pattern again. I think it might be like they just make another save.
No, the spell ends
Like,
for
like
any.
Tasha's hideous laughter thing.
No, it is just it ends if they could take damage. So that would be really good if we have
Oh,
a group of enemies that y'all would like just advantage for an attack on.
Yeah. My holy weapon, which is a 5th level spell. It gives any weapon 2d8 extra radiant damage,
Mhm.
and then once I lose concentration of it, or no, as a bonus action, because I do concentrate on it. The weapon basically blows. Yeah, kind of blows up, but it's any creature of my choice. Will take an extra 48 radiant damage and is blinded for 1 minute if they fail.
Mhm.
I have watery sphere, which just is like traps people in it. It's like a watery prison.
Okay. I think Erin will tell you all some sort of code word for him about to use hypnotic pattern, so you guys can ready actions.
What
Yeah.
code word is Erin using?
Oh,
Pineapple.
let's see.
Bazinga! Oh, I can
That's a
banish
good
people. I
question.
forgot about that one now.
Michael,
Jace.
quick question. Do I still have those gauntlets?
It's one gauntlet, and yes, you do.
Okay.
So, I mean, we can do a similar thing with Erin, but like less
We're still looking
risky. Kind of. It's more of a single person where I can attempt to banish them.
Also, when Erin comes around to me to ask me about this stuff, I'm gonna give him the gauntlet. I meant to do this a while ago, and I kept forgetting I had
Oh
it.
yeah, the gauntlet.
I kept forgetting I
Oh,
had
yes.
the fucking gauntlet. So, Erin gets the gauntlet.
Good that we finally got that traded off.
Yeah, because I kept forgetting about it. And
Yeah.
see it
What's the specifics of that again?
So I'm
Michael
putting
can
the
give you the
card,
card.
into your inventory, but
Oh,
Wow.
guys, who are we kidding? We have the best weapon. I have the decanter of endless water. I can just shoot a geyser at people.
Yeah.
What if you just turn it on and then set it on the ground?
And anytime you can't get a good angle on somebody directly, you just shoot it at Night Lotus and I'll deflect it off like it's a fucking superhero movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a mess.
it's like the SpongeBob movie.
Michael, can I
but-
bless the decanter of water to shoot holy water?
It's actually really good.
That's a great
Oh,
idea.
yeah, I can. Yeah, I completely
Look
forgot.
at
I can
the fucking
also.
ceremony spell. Hang on.
I can also make any weapon a +1, or if I use a 4th level, a +2.
Do you still have? Do
Straight
like,
up.
do you have holy weapon?
I do have holy weapon. I was talking about magic weapon, which is
Okay.
a lesser costing
Okay,
spell
cool.
than holy weapon. Magic weapon. Yeah, holy weapon,
enough.
which is a 5th level. So I can make a weapon a +1 or a +2.
Bro, I can hit one of my methods with a booming blade. attack too, so that the next time they take damage and move or something, they just have 2 explosions.
Yeah.
I'd say with ceremony,
I have a bunch of stuff, but I have some
you
stuff.
could bless the decanter of endless water, but it wouldn't be
Yeah.
endless holy water. It would be like a certain amount of it would become holy water, but not it would run out at a certain point. You don't know how much you would get out of it.
That's a good idea. We'll save that for when Peter turns against the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Michael, I'm also going to tune to this gauntlet over this rest.
Sure thing.
Good.
Yeah, most of my things are just support and
That's
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I have Ulithal's Crystal Mirage, which is good for covering a wide area because they can't be close to each other. So if they're really spread out, I have that, but I don't have.
I have Beacon of Hope, which just allows advantage on Wisdom and Death saves, and then any healing that is cast. Any healing cast on the people within the Beacon of Hope gets the maximum amount.
That'd be really good for
Okay.
Tadriel, I think.
I'm also going to be using Aura of Vitality probably, so that I'm going to be able to like give more party healing. That just lets me heal people
So-
within a certain radius on a bonus action.
So if we stay together and have people somewhat at least around 30 feet of us, we can do a lot of healing.
A ton of healing, yes.
I have Unseen Servant. I don't know what the fuck it would do, but I have.
And it's
You
also
can carry
again
my healing spirit around, who is a frog.
also the biggest one, advantage on death saves.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
How about
It's really huge.
okay? So we have Narrow's potion. We pour it down the throat of the decanter of endless water.
Oh my god.
What does the potion do?
It's the
This is the
animal
party's drinking
potion.
water, guys. Let's not forget that. This is the party's drinking
Tippy's
water.
It's tough.
I'm saving that for
This
a
is
rainy.
true.
I'm saving
How
that
dare
for
you.
literally the end of the campaign. But we can totally use it.
Nah, end of the campaign.
We'll mix it with the
Dallas,
holy water I made.
We get our Kratos and Atreus beating the shit out of Baldur compilation. Where we're all
Yeah.
like, coming out of nowhere, beating the shit out of him. Falknir shows up and shoves the decanter up his ass and just geysers.
Hey, Michael.
What Ant-Man
Yes.
shoots.
Druids can change spell lists between days, right?
Yeah, so at the end of a long rest, you can change your prepared spell list.
Okay, if I do that, I'll send it to you before I use any of the spells.
Gotcha.
I do have a potion of poison. But they have to drink it.
Can you like make them drink it?
I think as an action, that's up to Michael.
I have
What-
Charm Person.
Wait,
It would definitely at least be an action if it's possible at all.
to force someone to drink a potion against their will?
Yeah.
It
Like
would
an enemy.
probably be, I don't know, it would depend on the circumstances, but most likely it would be you would have to contest grapple,
Mhm.
and you would have to, because the item interaction in this, basically you'd have to grapple them and then keep them grappled for a turn so you could get another action on your next turn to try to shove it down their throat, which would be another ability check.
Or
It
hear
would
me
be,
out.
It would be
action surge.
difficult. It would be action surge. It would be very difficult to do, but you could do it. Basically, you'd have to grab them and then hold them down for long enough for you to get the bottle out, and then force it down their throat against their will. There's a lot of moving parts to it. It would be a difficult process, but it is possible. You could.
What
solve
if it was
it.
a two-man job? What if it was a two-man job? Someone holds them, opens their mouth, the other one grabs the potion, shoves it down their throat.
You could do it as a. You could
the thing
have
is,
someone
it
else
doesn't-
pour it down their throat.
It doesn't really do that much damage, though. It's 3d6. It is continuous, but the DC is pretty low.
It'd still be pretty funny though.
It's that. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like that's something to do for like, I don't know, an interrogation or something.
Yeah.
That's not something to do during combat. That's
Yeah,
just a
combat
waste.
probably not.
Walker is used to fighting.
Oh, I do have the marbles, even though they don't do that much damage.
Next level up, I'll grab a couple spells that'll help.
I still have
Yeah,
I still have those funny
gotten
marbles.
so the marbles have gotten so out of their depth at this point.
Yeah. They can be used as a good distraction.
D8 damage, go!
I am moving.
Because the thunder one actually pushes people away, pretty sure.
I don't know how many of each type you have. I hope you have
I
that
have
written
8.
down.
I have 2 each.
Gotcha.
2 thunder, 2 ice, 2 fire, 2 psychic.
All right, y'all spend this rest kind of powwowing on different attack strategies, ways you could combine your abilities to complement each other, and eventually, night does fall. Can I get 4 watches for
I'll take one.
the night?
I'll also take one.
I'll take one.
All right. Can you give me the order?
I'll go first.
Vico,
Second.
like, in the middle.
Vico after Uriel?
Sure.
Alright.
Aaron will go third.
Erin, and then Falknir?
Alien Yig.
Did Falknir?
Erin
Sorry.
Yig.
Yeah,
Did
I
Falknir
said
wanna
I.
do a watch? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Alright, everyone give me perception checks, gentlemen.
No, I don't feel like doing that.
Gentlemen.
Mental gem.
17.
Oh, 16. Oh. Yeah.
I should talk.
Yikers. For how smart Aaron is, you'd think he'd have a better perception, but
Can't see
That's
shit.
that's
I
a
would think
wise.
Glasses.
Wise for
You
perception,
have
buddy.
4 eyes. Glasses on the ground.
That's fuck. You call him. That's.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright. Alright, so I'd also like for everyone in the party to give me a wisdom save. Same as every other
Dude,
night.
I don't want to.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's hope. Hoping. Okay. Oh, I think this
finally my
just.
luck ran out.
I think I just make it. I think.
Fucking. You're not. You're after.
I hope
What's
this
the-
makes
what's-
it.
What's the check, Michael?
A wisdom save.
Yeah,
there's
yeah, Aaron. I
probably
think you can
some
make it.
wrong.
Oh, that's
Let's go
a
for that
5.
4.
That's a
Let's go for that 4.
5.
Oh, dude, 4, 5. Let's go.
Let's go.
Can we get a 6? Can we get a 6? Can we get a 6?
I knew that Vico and Spirit were friends.
Can we get a 6
Aaron's
now?
been
Can we get a 6?
existential dread.
So, Tippy, you cannot change your spell list as you do not complete the long rest,
Oh,
which is
big
required
sad.
for
Big Al.
preparing spells.
Having more nightmares. Oh.
Yeah, Tippy's having nightmares. Erin and
Wait, okay.
Uriel.
Wisdom save?
Yes, it is a wisdom save.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I think smoke's blocking the internet connection a little.
Casually. Yeah, the
satellite
smoke
Wi-Fi.
is blocking the internet.
Damn. That's
Oh
that
my
was
God.
the best plan of all time.
Erin and Uriel are the only two who
Let's
benefit.
go.
Okay.
So, the rest of you is making a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm great at those.
I'm amazing at those. That's like
Constitution?
one of my strong suit.
Constitution.
Oh, that's a nat 1. Oh.
Oh man.
Oh.
Oh no.
At least I didn't do that bad. At least I didn't do that bad.
Oh, that's like my thing.
I don't know. He was a
Michael.
+8, my guy. He did better than you.
Hey,
Yeah, but he rolled it out long.
hey,
Yeah.
Michael.
Wow. So,
Michael.
I got a natural 20. Woo!
yes.
So, during the rest, could I, during my watch, cast a spell and be able to complete the long rest or no? It's a ritual spell, so.
You
That's up to you.
No, you can't, because the
Okay, that's fine.
hours that you have awake during your rest have to be spent doing light activity, and casting spells
casting spells, no.
is
Got it.
considered strenuous.
No worries.
So, Spirit, you're fine.
Go.
Oh wait, Spirit, you don't have to sleep anyway. You didn't need to do this con
Oh,
save,
let's go.
sorry. But Tippy, Vico, and Tadriel, and Falkner.
Holy
each
shit,
take
guys.
a level of exhaustion as these.
Oh
keeps
no,
you-
dudes.
You're too weepy cozy. Too weepy cozy.
I was on
It-
too hard of a lookout.
I'm tossing and turning, boys.
Love that.
Okay.
My kind of shit.
I'm checking something, but aura of courage. I'm not sure if it's like only an aura while I'm conscious, but I might have immunity to the frightened condition.
That's
Okay,
that,
while I'm
you
conscious,
know.
so I guess it doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is an interesting thought, though.
Only while
it's unfortunate
conscious.
that you have to be
Never mind.
conscious.
Who gets the exhaustion? 4 people? Oh, shit, that's a lot of
Vico, Tadriel, Tippy, and Falkner.
people. Oh, damn,
Me.
Well,
Bim bam boom.
we'll get to that.
Bim bam.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
So,
Don't bring his name up here. He's not from this universe.
He
Unless
will
you
be.
want to show up.
Loser.
you all. The following morning comes. No major
Disgusting.
events.
Let's
seem
go.
to, happen.
I don't think I
Man,
feel
I'm glad the
comfortable.
sun came up today. It was
Yes,
really weird.
guys.
I'm out.
I really, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Guys, imagine the sun just didn't show up.
Dude,
That'd be kind of funny.
I wouldn't put it past this fucking
like 5
universe
seconds.
At this point.
Until we all
guys,
freeze to
this,
death.
yeah, the guys is
Guys,
stop.
what happened to the sun?
sun's not coming up.
Sun is a deadly laser.
Not anymore, there's a blank.
So yeah,
Alright. So, yeah, the morning comes.
Ew.
Tippy, did you sleep
Yeah,
all right?
Chris.
What? It's morning?
I'm sorry, I'm just.
Yeah, did you sleep all right?
I hardly slept. It was awful.
Sorry to hear that.
He hardly slept, or she was hardly slept.
yeah, you're just gonna look at the party because we were told that like what's coming up is the city, right? Or the orc village.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so she's just gonna look at the party. And, is it obvious that the people like are exhausted? People are exhausted.
I crawl out of Spirit's bag.
It's likely, but I think
Just
there's
tell
another
you.
thing that might supersede this. So, as some of y'all are getting ready to, as some of y'all are kind of getting your stuff together to move forward on this day, some of y'all notice that some of your things are missing.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
No, you can't do this.
Like
Dude, my
what?
Yeah, my
So-
sword's gone. You're dead.
Gladia's gone.
All right. So, Falkner,
Yeah.
Zeal is nowhere to be found.
Zeal?
no.
They took Zeal?
Dude,
Oh,
that's
no, bro.
cold.
Oh no, bro.
They fucking took
Dude, they-
Zeal?
Dude, Tippy's not there.
Took her fucking shirt.
Yeah.
They took our frog.
They took our frog!
God dang it.
Nowhere to be
God
found.
damn it.
Uriel,
Tippy was
Yeah.
in Vika's bag, and Vika's bag got taken.
Gladia, let's go! Let's go! Go on,
Is it
say it!
actually?
yeah, Galadia is not in your bag.
I'm killing someone.
Wait, Michael. My other sword's still there, though, right?
Your other sword's still there. Zeal is just
Okay.
gone.
Please,
Um,
is Nightlotus safe? Is it alright?
I noticed.
My
Yikes.
God.
Yikes, Daniel.
Dude, it's taking magic items. You're not keeping that. Magic sword.
Night Lotus is not there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I need to look back.
This is horrible.
It's about time I go look for my
there-
loot.
Crippled me.
Give me
Yeah.
1 moment to double check something to see if anything else is gone, but I
Took magic
believe-
I don't
Dude,
have
your
another
eyes
sword.
are
I only have
fuming.
knives now.
I can give you more knives.
Knife.
I can give you more knives. I have
I-
many knives.
I can make
Hands him a
weapons. But
sharpened frog.
Uriel is fuming right now.
We all
Let's
are.
see.
Did you not hear the protests in our voice?
Oh, and two more things are gone.
Oh yay!
One pretty significant, one pretty minor.
I don't like you
Um,
saying that. So you can
So
change what you're saying.
I don't remember if it was Falknir or Vico that was holding on to it, but the little scrap metal core of one of the winter balloons that you were holding on to
I'm holding on to it. Okay, I've got it.
has been snatched.
God damn it! Why'd you even ask?
And Erin,
Yeah.
the eye is missing from your body.
No! It was so cool.
That was cool.
The cool ass I know.
As y'all are kind of you get up, look at your bag, you're like, "Ah, son of a
Yeah,
bitch."
what?
Is anybody else missing everything?
Yeah.
What the hell happened last night?
Missing everything.
Well, we slept.
Tadriel.
That helps.
Do I
You what?
am I missing the axe and the glove?
It's based off of a thing, and I need to check. Oh, yeah, your axe is gone. Your glove is not.
Okay.
Tadriel.
Like, but Michael, would I still have
see.
would I still have Galadia while I was watched?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, who's missing weapons?
Me.
I am. Zeal's gone.
Me. I'm missing the magic axe.
I have to
Son
check.
of a bitch.
I have to
I'm
check,
missing
Tadriel.
My
Do you have my
anti-magic
loot?
boy.
Okay.
Wait, I pull out Tippy's loot.
Is it there, Michael?
Yes.
Tippy's loot still there, Michael.
I reached
Loot
for
is
it.
still there.
Thank you, Tadriel. You saved my loot.
Okay. Let's think about this. So, I still had my stuff when I was on watch.
I still have mine on mine.
Did I have my stuff on my watch, Michael? I'm assuming yes.
You can't be sure.
I'm not sure.
We don't know when it was stolen.
Yeah. I don't. I feel like I would know if I had Zeal. 'Cause I feel like Zeal's what I would have been using. I'm already attuned to.
How about this?
Hold on. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna to cast locate object. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna cast locate object straight up. 1,000 feet from me. Yeah, Galadia.
1,000 feet. Yeah, that's a lot shorter than you think it is.
It is a lot shorter, but I gotta find out if
It
it's
also-
near
it's-
us.
1,000 feet.
1,000 years of death.
Blocked by 3 feet of dirt.
That's a fifth of a mile.
There's just like a hill.
There's a tiny hill in the direction they went.
A shire.
So we just can't find it.
It's a fifth of a mile.
A little less.
Galadia is not in range of the spell.
God
What the hell?
damn it. Michael.
It's up to 10 minutes. Uriel's flying.
You fly up into the air. Where are you going?
She's gonna yell, "I'll be right back," and just gonna go.
Where are you?
Any direction.
Just kind of do a circle, semicircle. Starting from east. For about
She gets himself
Do
herself
3
in trouble
minutes.
right now. I'm not risking my life.
3 minutes, and then curving, semicircle southwards, and then south for another 3 minutes, and then going northwest for another 3 minutes, and then making my way back.
So in your
So I'll be
fly
going.
speed.
I'm using the entire 10 minutes. It's 60 feet, but 30. Well, it's 60 feet as an action. I'm going.
He's
Alright.
dashing.
60 feet every 6 seconds for a minute is 300 feet? No, I'm stupid. 600 feet. So that'll
I'm not
give
going
you-
north, which is the way we were going.
You're not going north. You're going.
He's covering the
Uh,
other cardinal directions.
All right. Let's see. I need to do a little bit of calculation real quick in my head, but
Yeah, no worries.
I do not believe that it ever comes into range.
Okay. Yeah, and then after after 10 minutes, I come back.
Any luck?
God damn it! No.
How could this have happened? Did you all notice anything peculiar on your watches?
No.
No. Why am I saying not that? No, nothing. Michael,
Neither did
did
I.
we resolve? Did we
Aaron,
resolve?
do you have the chalice?
So, Falknir, your watch was last.
Yeah.
So you actually, I guess you probably should have noticed this a little earlier during your watch, but when you woke up for your watch, your attunement with Zeal was already broken.
Oh, shit.
I didn't realize where in the watch cycle you were, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I really noticed it till now, but I think
He had unfun
think-
EP times. Just
I think I lost my attunement with Zeal. I lost my connection with Zeal before my watch.
Alright, so it must have
Anyway-
happened during my watch or earlier.
Erin, are you sure you didn't see anything?
I mean, not that I remember.
We had 2 people awake the whole fucking time.
yes, he did.
Alright.
I
Oh,
mean,
fuck it.
I wasn't on watch, and I was dealing with existential dread. But was there anything I noticed?
I mean, you can roll me a history check.
Dude,
The same thing with Erin.
Not good
So-
at those. I'm okay.
I mean, Erin
That's
was on
something.
watch. Well, yeah. Can Erin roll anything for the watches?
Aaron, you can also roll a history check to see if you noticed anything odd, like
Could I-
looking back on it.
Could I use my passive perception at all? No, that's just a 13. That wouldn't get him anything. I'll just roll history.
No, you can't use your passive.
23.
17.
So, I mean, you aren't sure exactly. Erin, you have a bit of a better idea. You have something.
Okay.
As y'all have been walking for the last couple days, there has been a constant thread of hearing or seeing things just out of sight and but never actually seeing anything.
Mm-hmm.
If your stuff got stolen, maybe y'all were being followed and they just waited until the right opportunity to strike.
Hmm.
That's your best guess.
Murder shall ensue.
Well, we know of one entity that is familiar with our presence that we didn't take care of, and we also cannot see most of the time. Do any of you all recall seeing any bits of floating gas in the past couple of hours, days?
Have we?
Can we make like a check for that, Michael?
I'll allow y'all to roll history checks. But
With disadvantage, because I have exhaustion! Woo!
Ooh, let's go.
Okay.
21.
And I got a key.
We all noticed that like our attunement is broken though.
So what was it's with disadvantage, or is that just for the
I have-
people with
I
exhaustion?
have disadvantage because I have the
I
exhaustion.
have disadvantage 'cause I have exhaustion.
You know what? Let's just go with the people who have exhaustion.
I rolled
Okay,
a
and that was-
I didn't have
both times.
disadvantage?
That's crazy.
Was that history?
Oh, then I have a
Yeah, the history
22.
check.
Then I have a 22.
Okay.
Okay,
That's a 13. That's not good much.
Let's see.
I slammed my car.
Uriel.
Yeah.
The entire forest itself is a very foggy place.
Mhm.
You probably had a moment or two where you thought you did see like a more concentrated like area of mist that probably reminded you of them. But what you would have been but you probably just thought that the forest was playing tricks on you because it has been for days.
I thought they were just tricks of the forest. I may have seen a concentration of fog here and
Mhm.
there. Damn it. What do we do?
I mean, we can't say for sure that that's what's behind this, but it is, I believe, our best guess.
Yeah, and they are almost impossible to see.
Mhm.
Wasn't something else? Didn't we see something else early on too?
The
Falknir?
slime?
Yes.
When he says that, is there any black slime around?
Black slime?
Yes.
Like the ooze
What
we
we
saw
saw,
coming in.
like, yeah.
Not here.
Mm.
Honestly, now that you're a bit more familiar with how it's been used, in retrospect, it puts the one little dot on the tree that you saw when you arrived. It makes it seem a lot stranger that it would just be there, out in the wilderness, as opposed to being used in something.
Hmm.
Alright, we have two options. We either continue forward, and hope we come across whoever stole our items. Is north. I didn't check north. Or we can set a trap and hope they come back.
Yeah, I'm not super thrilled on the odds of that.
Why
Yeah,
would they
not
come
either.
back? They could have taken everything they wanted if none of us noticed them.
Mhm.
They probably
Yeah.
already took everything they needed.
So, what all did they take? They took a weapon. Right? They
Weapons.
took
Magical weapons.
Magical.
And the magical item I got from the inside of.
Michael.
The eye? No. Ah.
Michael.
Oh,
Nice,
they-
Michael.
Did they take
That's the
the
cola.
siphon as well? Okay. Thank God.
And they didn't take my
took-
loot?
They took the coal.
That's magical.
They took the coal from it too.
Okay.
Well, what's all of it? Night Lotus is Fae. Galadia and Zeal were Celestial. The core.
Look, Zeal wasn't celestial, but it was enchanted in the Fey realm.
Okay, so it's also Fae. That's two Fae weapons, one Celestial weapon.
No, the eye is not
I don't
either
think it's
Fae
connected.
or
Zach.
it's not connected. I think it's just random. Just any magical item
Oh,
or
because they didn't take Stone Siphon. I pull out Stone Siphon.
Might not be powerful enough to get their interest.
They also didn't take this.
What might have canceled?
They also took the. They also didn't take my glove. Erin, did they take the chalice?
Alice. Oh, Aaron rifles were around in his bag.
It's there.
No, they didn't.
I'm trying to get a feel on what, if they do come back, what they could come back for. Because only having knives, I'm still pretty good with them, but it's nowhere near having a magic fucking sword.
yeah. If we wait an hour, I can make you a sword.
Or I can.
won't be
I
the
still
same,
have
but-
Goldrick's sword.
It won't be the same, but at least it would do more damage.
Fine.
If it's a weapon you want, Vico, I can give you one. It's probably better than whatever Uriel can make.
Damn.
Sword.
Make a
I
power powerful
disagree,
sword.
but
That is kind of her thing, is making weapons and armor for people.
I can do this, and then he summons a very large dagger into his hand. It's kind of like curvy, a little bit curvy, and like an iridescent sheen to it. Dragon magic.
How good is it?
It's better than a normal blade.
I don't really have a preference as to who. I feel more comfortable with the sword.
It's whether we want to wait an hour and I can make it, or we just continue going.
Okay. So, either they've run north to the town, or they have simply run off and are miles and miles away from here.
Yeah.
If they run off, there's no way we find them. So we just hope they went north and go there.
Mm-hmm.
The longer we waste, the more time we give them to get away.
Yeah, I agree.
If we think
the
about
fact
this,
that whatever, like if we've been being followed by something, it would probably be connected to everything else in the forest, which would likely be weakened with the destruction of the phylactery.
Or,
I mean,
although
giants
we
have
can't
been coming
exactly,
out from the very ground, so they could
we
be
can't
hiding.
exactly destroy it without being at our full strength.
I know, but
You don't have many options at this point.
I mean, like Shamrock said, this whole place is alive. If something,
Yes.
if it could have stolen it ourselves, like it could have stolen our things itself.
I suppose so.
We don't know where our things could be, and the longer we are in here without solving the initial issue, we're going to slowly be picked off, whether or not we're at full strength.
Well, in that case, we just keep moving then.
Yes,
Sure.
exactly.
Fine.
I don't see the argument in that. Let's just keep moving.
Okay.
We'll just hope that our stuff is there.
What's the stats on the blade then?
D8 slashing, D8 lightning. And that's just. Is it a +1? I don't think it is.
It's +2, I believe.
Is this one +2? Is
Oh
it?
my goodness!
Vico, you have a plus one.
I saw the +1.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Yeah, +2 weapon, 1d8 slashing, 1d8 lightning.
It's light and finesse.
Yep.
Holy
Falknir,
shit!
if you want one, I can get you one too.
I'll deal with my own longsword for now.
Alright.
Thinking about it.
And I have my old greatsword.
Just, I feel like they had to go towards the town, or at least assumedly. I'm under the assumption that the town is probably where these things are coming from, because it's the only place nearby that would have the ability to build these cores. Because it's, as far as I'm aware, it's the only town in the area. So, if it took the core and our strongest magic items, I feel like it's trying to reactivate the core or something. Or create
And we
another
have-
something.
I would disagree with
And
the
we have
notion
no-
that I would disagree with the notion that this is the only spot that is capable of that, but it isn't
I
really
just
worth
mean-
arguing. This is
I mean in the area. I don't know if there's another town in the area. I know we're heading to
we know that there were at least other orc tribes. We never interacted with them, but
them. I don't know.
Let's just. Alright, let's just focus up. We'll. And just come up with a plan for what we have right now. That's all we can do.
sure.
Let's get a move on. And then I'll tell Celestial for Shamrock to lead the way.
All right. Shamrock seems.
They took the dog!
No, Shamrock's gone.
We still have cinnamon.
Can you imagine? They snatch Cinnamon. Tadriel just like unsummon, resummon Cinnamon. All right, where were you?
Yeah, that would be funny.
That'd be amazing.
All right. Well, Shamrock seems a little concerned with how with how upset everyone seems to be.
Big sad.
Um, but y'all get on the road.
On the road again.
Uriel, are you gonna be kind of watching out for people?
Yeah,
As before?
not flying. Yeah, not flying.
Michael, before
Alright,
we leave,
give me a perception check. Yes. Go ahead.
when I see Shamrock upset, I'm like, "Don't worry, Shamrock, it's okay." And I'll play a little song, and I'll play him a little song
Dude,
My-
first Tippy song in a while?
with my reacquired loot, and I go down, no, 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 down, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
And he loves it. Tell me how much he loves
Hello.
Wagging his tail.
I got a 24.
Shamrock, he, you know, from Tippy's perspective, Shamrock loves it.
it. Oh, you saw that, Spirit? That was my song of reinvigoration.
He can't understand what you're saying, but he appreciates that you're playing music.
And Tippy strums a little ditty as they go down.
Everyone down to Georgia, looking for soul steal.
Sorry, Daniel, did you ask me something? I was playing messages and all kinds of stuff. I got a little frazzled.
No, I did not.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I
right,
said I.
David,
I,
you get yeah. All right.
Yeah, I got a 24.
Yeah, 24.
Pretty good though. Not pretty average.
So, with a 24 from the ground, you see nothing today. But like actually nothing. Like different from before nothing. Like not. Oh man, I'm seeing all these like shadows in the forest, like hearing things, whatnot. Like it's actually just nothing. This is the first time since you've entered the corrupted section of the forest that it's been actually quiet, and you haven't been seeing and hearing things.
Well, guys, yes, the phylactery collapsed. We can go home now.
Yeah, go home.
Everyone,
There was just a sinkhole.
just be more alert than you already are. I think we're definitely getting close to something. The
Earl, will
forest
you-
is.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, the forest is unusually quiet. The quietest it's been since we've entered.
Did you see any of that?
Just wondering if you saw any of that black gunk anywhere.
I don't. It's as if there's nothing here. And that is the most ominous sign I can think of.
Uriel, do you ever like pop up above the trees at any point during the day?
She probably would do it once. Probably like 4, depending on how long the trip is. She would probably do it just once, just to see if she can see the village.
Alright. As y'all are just making your approach,
She'll tell whoever's behind her that she'll be right back, and then she'll go up.
you pop up above the tree line and you look, and you see a familiar landmark actually. You're like, oh yeah, there's that mountain. There's a mountain that you all entered when y'all first came here, that at the time had lava pouring out of the top of it, which was being constantly cooled, broken up, and returned to the surface by an icy gale that constantly surrounded it. All of that is gone from it. Although you can tell it's the same mountain, there are still very clear signs of the slag pooling down the mountain and so on. There is a trail of smoke coming out of the top of it. The problem is, y'all are like confident, okay, we're approaching the village, right? This mountain should be 3 days west of here.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Shamrock.
Do I see anything up with the mountain? It's like,
if you go a bit higher to inspect a bit better,
I don't get closer to the mountain. Well, I don't think we can get closer to the mountain, but yeah, she does fly higher, just to like see does this thing have legs?
you fly higher up to get a better angle, to get a better look at it, and you see something very, very strange.
Uh-huh.
You see the orc village at the base of the mountain.
Alrighty.
Is it like fine or like?
From this distance, it's hard to tell. You just see the wooden walls of the village and the tops of a couple tents. It's too far out to really get a good read on it, but the northern wall appears to have been broken and crushed as the mountain kind of just sharp cuts off to where it's like village, the wall around the village, and then the mountain.
Yeah. Europe just comes like rocketing down. Like, you look at her, she looks pale. I could be something wrong with my memories. There wasn't. The village was not near a mountain, right? And it wasn't the same
No.
mountain we went to, right?
No. Why? Definitely not.
She looks to everyone. The mountain is next to the village.
But are you sure?
I can take you.
I'm gonna summon my crow.
It,
No, I trust
mountain,
you enough. I'm just.
the
No, if you
mountain
have-
is next to the village. The
An
mountain.
Interesting development.
Mountains can't move.
Everyone knows mountains can't walk.
Yeah, but there's been
mean-
plenty of strange things happening. Yeah, it's not exactly entirely surprising when you actually
This is
think
true.
about it.
And if I Golder did say that it was inhabited by people with rock powers.
But to move a mountain? An active mountain?
For a single item to corrupt this entire forest into a barren wasteland filled with monsters.
He has a point.
Yeah.
We're dealing with very powerful things at this point. I'm not entirely surprised. It is shocking, though.
Maybe it's an illusion.
I don't know. Well, I didn't really get that good of a look, but it was.
Michael, I'm gonna summon my
coming out of
crow.
it. And it wasn't on lava anymore. There was no lava coming out anymore.
I'm gonna summon my crow and have it fly ahead and look through its eyes to see.
Alright, you do so. It takes him maybe 10 minutes to actually get there ahead of y'all. And you got a closer look. The ground of the village appears completely sapped of life. It is gray and dark. There are these off-white, vaguely purple, gray, almost like cracks. They kind of look like veins that cover the entire ground of the village. Yeah. Crow notices something quite important.
No.
There's movement in the village.
Oh,
Like, the place is inhabited. Creatures are moving around from place to place, kind of going about daily tasks.
Does
Some
it?
of them are orcs.
Yeah, that's it.
They
Looks
are
like-
various varieties of creatures, some of which you have never seen before.
Mhm. Yeah.
Give me... Give me a perception check.
Alrighty, with disadvantage, let's do it. Okay. Oh, actually, it's through my crow, so would I still have to?
I think you don't have disadvantage, but you are using your crow's modifier.
Crow's modifier, right.
Crow eyes, crow eyes.
crow eyes.
Crow mod plus 3 to perception. 17.
Nice, nice.
So he makes his way through and is able to gather like a decent bit of information. The stuff I told you before. With a 17, he also notices. I'll get to what happens after in a second, but he also notices that there is a very big door at the base of the mountain with 4 large keyholes in it. There are a few extra tents that have been set up around it, and there is a spiral rock formation in front of it. It all. Give me a religion check.
My mod or the? I'm assuming mine.
Yours, Falknir.
Yeah. So this is gonna be disadvantaged. Religion 6. I don't know, did I?
Well, There is a spiral rock formation in front of the door that has an anvil at the top of it. There is an enormous brazier next to said rock structure. And as your crow's trying to get more information on this area and like really investigate it, he turns a corner and he sees a balloon and pops.
Hey, what?
My guy pops. My crow pops.
Yeah, he sees a winter balloon, the spherical creatures.
Yeah.
And he just gone.
Okay.
What did you see?
Okay. There's those creatures we've been running into are populating the village right now. Yes, it is 100%. I assume it's the village. It's a village on the mountain. There's creatures populating it. All the ones we've seen and dealt with. There's also next to the it's the door is like in the mountain, Michael.
Correct.
There's in the mountain.
The base of the mountain meets the edge of the village.
Right.
There is a door inlaid in it.
There's a door in the mountain where it's kind of meets up next to the village, with large keyholes in it, and there was a spiral pillar with an anvil on top. I'm not sure if it's religious or something, but it's.
Do any of the angels recognize this?
Does Erin also
sound-
recognize this?
It doesn't sound like anything that y'all are familiar with at all.
An anvil, Michael.
I mean, anvil isn't a symbol of any god, you know.
I don't know about that, man. I use one.
Dude, you're not a god.
Object.
Yeah, okay, pal.
Damn, Uriel
Okay,
with her
pal.
god complex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty obvious.
What if I told
Uh,
you
it-
you're not
it-
Wile E. Coyote?
Ah!
Doesn't sound like anything religious to you.
But I'm assuming that actually probably there. That seems like the obvious spot with a lot of people guarding it.
Those of you
Maybe
who-
too obvious.
Those of you who visited the mountain previously would be familiar with there being a door into the mountain, as y'all went in and explored. It was a lab full of various kind of
Mhm.
elemental hybrid creatures.
Oh,
and y'all ran out of there screaming, being chased by a giant lava spider at the time. But you don't remember the door being that big. In fact, the security there was pretty lax. It didn't seem like they expected anyone to ever find them.
Falknir wouldn't know that.
Falknir would not be familiar with that. I'm just,
I know I would.
and neither would Tippy.
Hello.
Oh,
In case anyone forgot, I'm the frog.
We're shooting for the next episode, right?
Okay, so we have to go through this village. They're all hostile to us, most likely.
Yes, most likely.
And then find a way to open the door that has 4 keyholes. And then go inside and deal with whatever is inside.
And hopefully get all shit back.
Yes, that is a hope. Huh. Well, Michael, no, the lab itself never connected to the actual inside, like the the opening of the volcano, right? There's no.
At the top? No. It wasn't a
Yeah.
volcano. It never was. It was just a mountain that had just hella elemental energy just kind of firing it from the experiments that were going on inside. It was never a volcano, it's just a mountain.
Oh, okay. How big were the keyholes?
Falknir, by your estimate, the keyholes were probably like... vertical height. You don't know how intricate the locks are. They could be very simple, they could be very complicated, but... the keyholes were probably like... a foot. Big ass keys.
Big ass keys.
They were probably about a foot tall. At least half that width. So extremely large fucking.
Nothing can ever be simple.
Well, I have an idea. It does require me to an hour.
An hour.
Oh, hold on. Actually, it may be 10 minutes. No, a minute.
A minute. It's very different.
Yes. Sorry. 1 minute. I would have to figure a way. Maybe. Ooh. Tippy could probably fit in there.
The hell are you
What
trying to do,
are you
Tippy?
thinking?
So. Okay, I have an idea. I have the spell called Creation.
Right.
It allows me to make pretty much almost anything in this 5-foot cube. Now,
Okay.
if these keys are about, a foot, high, and depending on the length, if it's no longer than 5 feet, I could make 5 of those in this cube, or 4 of those in those cube, and unlock it that way. But again, I don't know exactly what these keyholes entail. But if someone can get in there, and look,
Yes, we'd have to get the design and specific mechanism of the keys.
You want me to do what?
And we'd also have to check to
You
make
don't
sure
have to worry
they're.
about doing anything.
Okay.
We have to check to make sure they're not magical, because if they are,
that is also true. Then this wouldn't work. I mean, Tippy, you could just turn me into, a spider or something, and then I can look at it.
Do you want to be a spider, Uriel?
Not right now.
Reaches out
Not right
my
now.
hand.
Not right now. But I can look at it, and if maybe someone else can come with me to identify any magical means, if it's magical or not. And then
Well, we have to get over there first, so what's the plan for that?
I was just thinking about when we get there. I don't know about anything else other than that.
Very
we
helpful.
could fly over it. Fly over the village.
how heavily guarded was it again?
Zoom.
Cough, cough, Falknir.
And
Sorry, brain fart.
we'd
What
also
happened?
have to be dealing with
How heavily
those
guarded was it?
Yeah, how heavily
floaty
guarded was
things.
it?
Yes.
There were extra tents around the door, but I'm not sure if I saw many people around the door specifically. Saw a lot of things walking around.
Also,
around.
forgive me if this was said and I didn't pick up on it. Where in proximity to the village is the mountain?
Right, basically right up next to it.
Right.
Like we would have
In the
to
back.
go through the village to get to the mountain.
If we walked, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you get to the door. It's literally.
We're almost certainly gonna have to fight our way to that door.
If we walked.
Going over it just paints a massive target. They can look up.
They can look up, and
That's
also they can.
That's if they look up.
I would rather just completely
People
out of
tell
It's
character.
such a stupid
I
plan. Why would you?
rather them all come to the gate or whatever defenses they have set up in the village than us get shot down into the village and have them surround us.
I don't think we could just. If there's as many, if there's a lot of creatures there, we can't fight that. Not
Right
how
now,
we
we
are.
have the advantage. We can pick the battlefield and we
Uriel,
can check
there's also a
to
lot of
where
the
we started.
Are we confident
Flying
we
over-
can
there's
take
also
all
a
of
lot
them?
of those floating things.
Yeah, like those floating things are there. We can't even look.
Flying over gives away any advantage we have. They'll just see us and take us out, or they'll gather at the door. That idea is moronic at best.
I mean,
Regardless of what we do, we're almost certainly going to have to fight them. And I do agree with Spirit on this one. Flying is sadly not our best option.
then what?
Besides, they might already know we're here.
They must certainly do.
Are we
They
walking
at least
right
know we're coming. Do we even want to fight them?
I don't.
Preferably we don't, but we probably will.
So I think there are two major considerations we need to make. How do we decrease the chances that they detect us? And how do we make sure that if we are detected, we are in an optimal environment to fight our way out? What would be an optimal environment for fighting our way out? Is there one?
We could use flight as an escape option,
Okay.
It's perfectly valid as an escape option, just not as an
but
entrance.
other than that, I can't think of many. I
If we're
mean,
not surrounded by wall of force, I can use my wall of force to give us a better chance of escaping. No, they won't be able to break through unless they can disintegrate it.
Is it possible that we can... Shamrock speaks, or not speaks, Shamrock understands Celestial, he just obviously can't talk back, right?
Correct.
Okay, I look at Shamrock. Is there any possible way, and I say it in Celestial, is there any way that you can, I don't know, influence... Because he did create those treants that were on the shore, right?
Yes, and in your last fight, I believe it was, he
Yeah, you made
animated
one
a
too.
treant.
Yeah.
Just like right there. He animated a tree.
Is there any possibility you can animate some treants if we do have to fight and we can just go in, bust down the place?
He looks at you, and he paws in the dirt.
I will speak with animals and reiterate the question. Or I will speak with animals and listen for a response. I wouldn't know the exact question.
And he looks up at Vico, and then he looks at the ground again, and then he looks at you, kind of waiting expectantly. And he looks back down at the one time that he pawed in the ground. He says, "I can make one."
I see. Vico, he says that he can make one. I don't know what that means.
So I asked him if he could make a treant if the need does arise. We can at least have something big come in and bust down the door. If he can make
Okay,
one,
so he can make one.
So we would at least have something big in front of us that we could use as a shield if we wanted to go in. Swords blazing.
We could the entire village was wood, right? Wood and hide.
Wood, hide, bone, stone. Falknir! Sorry! I forgot to mention this when you were flying over. There's another significant thing that you. When you were
Yeah.
flying over the tents near the front, where a lot of the more generalized housing tents were originally, not that Falknir would know this, but more for the group. There was a giant fucking chasm, just like kind of at one end. It was just like houses.
It's just. Was there anything happening around the chasm?
No, but there
Any
were two
gloom?
particularly large tents in front of it.
There is a chasm towards the front of the village, kind of off to the side, near where a lot of tents were gathered.
Okay.
Chasm, you say?
Yes, there were a couple larger tents in front of it, but there wasn't really anything else specific about it. I just remembered it.
How deep was the chasm?
I could
Couldn't
not see the bottom.
It's pretty deep.
It's a new addition.
Yeah. That chasm could lead directly under the mountain. Or
Or
it
it
just
could lead
get
to,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
a mine of some sort
See.
where they're waiting to beat our heads in with pickaxes.
If we even make it to the bottom in time for them to beat us to death with the pickaxes.
True, true.
True. Yeah, we have a way to safely get down with Fairy Fall. I believe someone has.
Featherfall.
Featherfall, yes. But if there's even anything down there, it's just a chasm. Now we're trapped.
He was suggesting we fly. Well, what do you mean we'd be trapped?
Well, if we win the chasm.
No,
As an escape.
Why? You can go in and you can.
Well, yeah, I could go, but then all of them are waiting out there, with weapons and attacks, and I die.
Sounds about right.
So, it just saying if there's nothing down there, and now we're just trapped with no way to get out.
We're not working off very much information. No.
No.
We can't really make an effective plan
Well,
at the
what
moment.
if- What if
Should we do some
someone?
reconnaissance?
That's what I was gonna suggest.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I was suggesting too.
Sorry.
I can always do the same thing I did to get into Sun's house. Back when it was surrounded by the Horde.
Could you change the color?
That's a good question. I think I can.
Because if you can change the color, you may be able to fit in.
I think I get to choose the color of gaseous form.
And if you can do that with multiple people, it'll be a lot easier to fit in.
Give me 1 second, though. Gaseous form. Misty cloud. No corporeal creatures affected. I think this is up to Michael whether or not I can determine the specific appearance of it.
I believe in the past we've rolled it as you can. I think
Okay.
when we were in the desert,
I was sand.
You were a little sand cloud.
Yeah.
But
Sam.
Samdy. Okay.
do you have an escape option if things get dangerous?
Hmm.
Can you
Well,
do multiple people?
yes, although that would also take quite a bit out of me. I think it's best if I stay back, but make sure that somebody else who has an escape option has the disguise.
Do we have any sending out of character? Do we have any sending stones? I recall at
No, we don't.
In the past we have, but
Nope.
We've been using Falknir's sending spell.
no, I know we've done that in the past, but I could have recalled at some point just
No, I
in
don't
the
think we did.
campaign. Okay.
No, I don't think we did.
Yeah, I don't think so.
we do either.
No. Michael,
Yes.
did the rings of position get taken?
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
Spirit,
Yes.
could I borrow your ring?
Sure.
Okay. Just think I might be able to use this to, at the very least, help Erin a little, or he can signal to us and I can turn it on and run in a direction to get him out of there, but I think it might be useful if Erin has this for now.
I'm not suggesting that I go in myself. I could not escape if caught. What I'm proposing is that somebody else who would be able to.
Hmm.
I have an escape method. It's loud.
Well, I assume if you're already caught, then it doesn't matter all that much.
It's a little more magically intensive than some of the other things, but I could do it repeatedly. If need be.
Oh, Erin, I can turn invisible, and I can turn someone with me into a little animal.
Oh? That would be quite nice.
I mean, you could send 3 people then.
I have good endurance. I can run and Misty Step as much as I need to. Plus, I can fight my way out of this crap.
And then how about, Erin, you can turn Vico into the mist. Who would be willing else? My armor's pretty loud, so I don't think me going invisible is a good option.
Come on, Spirit, a stealth mission.
I don't know if that's a good idea for you to come along to be.
I'll leave my loot here so I don't accidentally play it.
It's going to be risky. You understand that, right?
Yeah.
You could die.
There's a lot of things that could have killed me up to this point, but that's why I have my friends.
If you're going, then I'll come along.
Right, so that means we have the 3. The rest of us will wait out here, by the entrance, not at the forest line, and send. If there is if we hear the loud, your escape plan, should we come to help or should we just stay?
Hear it. We've been caught. I'm running away. I don't know. There might not be. I can't say for certain. At that point, they'll know we're coming. We'll have no real element of surprise, and any intel we could get could be completely useless. But we also could be engaging into an unfavorable situation. And it could take time to get over.
I honestly do believe we have one chance at this. And if you are caught, I think we just rush in. And then do
We'll
our
stay
best to
outside.
either.
We'll stay far away. Make sure there's plenty of distance between us and the village.
All right.
Okay.
I think we have a plan.
Before we go, Vico, do you mind I talk to you for a second? In private?
I hop off Spirit and go walk away.
Last time Tippy eavesdrops on Spirit, it didn't go very well.
Yeah, what's up, Spirit?
Oh, two things. First, there's the easier one. I'm gonna summon my other small blade. It's, it's this one's black. It looks more like it's made of like looks more like an obsidian dagger, but it's very It has very like sharp edges. It does a curve, but it looks more like a Z.
Okay.
Very sharp edges. It's similar to the one you have. Has necrotic properties though. But if you are in a pinch and you need something, I don't know if it'll work, but you can attempt to combine the weapons into one much more powerful weapon, but it will drain your vitality very quickly. So only use it if you need to. And if your combining doesn't work, then I guess I could attempt to do it from range. The weapon isn't specifically linked to me. I'm just the only one who can summon it.
Gotcha.
Yes, but right. So going into this, it's a little bit of a tense situation, but and it might not be the right time to ask this on the right occasion. But how can you tolerate Uriel?
He kind of just has a little bit of a smile on his face. It's weird to say it because of who she used to be, but she's
Yes.
quite literally family to me. And we're all in this together. And I've really just personally I've moved past the time in my life for holding something against another person, especially in this scenario. What do you ask?
Because I don't tolerate Nero.
I'm well aware of that.
I don't know. Maybe get some insight. I can't say I'm on the same stage as you. I just... Doesn't it bother you that... Used to be Nero?
All the time. Just constantly. But Nero made her choice, and Uriel is the result of that. Nero is a discussion for another day. Of course, I do. I look at her and I see Nero, and it's hard. And she's helping us. That's about all I can ask.
I wish I could see things the way you do. Don't know if I can.
It's all a matter of perspective, really. looking to just. You have your own reasons, you know. I can't begin to understand how you feel about all that.
She's just a bad reminder of a lot of things.
I would imagine. Do you mind if I ask what's the reason behind this line of inquiry?
I don't know. Just want to try and understand, I guess. You had a closer relationship with Nero. Clearly, with someone who'd be affected by all this. Not you.
You don't have to be her best friend or her closest companion. You know, it's just it's more a matter of trust. That's all it is.
That's asking a lot, actually.
No, I'm aware of that. Believe me. But at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Do you trust that in the dying throes of your last moments, she would do anything she could to help you, and vice versa? That's, to me, at least, what it comes down to. I may have my problems with the person. You know, that's what I think about it.
Well, maybe this whole village will be a learning experience then.
That's the spirit, and I just pat him on the shoulder.
Ha 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 ha! Disintegrate.
Ah! Sorry for the pun. It really wasn't intended there.
Oh no, it's fine. I deserve it in a sense.
I do appreciate that you came to me with this.
Well,
If it means anything to you, it means a lot to me.
yeah, well, you're the only person who doesn't act surprised when I try to be nice, so it's a welcome conversation.
Just kind of, I kind of wrap my arm around his shoulder in just like a friendly way. Well, the minute you become friendly, you be sure to let me know first.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Who knows?
Right. Well, maybe I can talk to Nero in person after all this is done.
Not a bad idea.
If everyone lives.
That's the hope and the dream, isn't it? The hope and the dream.
So, who's the scouting party?
I think you already know, God.
I think we know determined at least Vico and Tippy. I don't know about the third, if there is.
Yes.
Spirit.
Yeah, spirit.
Ben, could you send me the stats for that second?
Oh yeah, I can send you. Oh, it's the exact same. It's just a necrotic damage.
It's just a necrotic. Okay. And they're both light, so I can dual wield them. Let's go.
Yeah, you can dual wield them. Yeah, that's why I gave them both to you. I know you're a fan.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah. As they get ready to leave, Uriel goes up to the three of them and just says, please be safe. I know what you're going through is not safe, but if you feel threatened, please don't put yourself in more harm than necessary.
Wasn't planning on it.
Well,
I guess for you, Tippy.
just do all three of you.
Hey, Uriel,
Yeah, what's up to me?
can you get a little closer? I'm on Spirit's shoulder.
Sure. Kind of awkwardly gets closer.
I reach out my hand. You can't see what's in my hand.
You reach it out.
Yeah, like I want to hand it to you.
Like touches the hand.
I open my palm. It's an acorn.
Oh,
I found that on the ground. Take care of it for me.
grabs it.
I'll be back.
I'll give it back to you when you come back, okay?
Thank you.
Tippy,
Alright.
you have your orb on you, correct?
Yeah. Tippy looks into her little satchel. She's got her orb. She's got her loot tied to her back, or like tied to the strap. She's ready to go.
Remember, if you need it.
Shit on her.
Yeah,
Use
Tippy
it.
is strapped. I'm ready, and I brace my I adjust my little strap.
Yep. Yeah. Uriel says what she says.
Right. So, Vico, Tippy, and Spirit, y'all head on ahead to go scout.
We got our magical disguises. Whoa.
Look,
He's gonna be a cloud.
How long does that cloud is?
I think we. Sorry, it's Aaron, Spirit, and Tippy.
No.
No.
Vico's spirit and Tippy.
Aaron's gonna cast it on.
Aaron is using gaseous form on Vico to make him
How long
look
does
like.
it last?
I think it's an hour.
Oh shit.
And
a
Spirit and
time
Tippy
limit
are
is
just
an
gonna
hour, yeah.
pretend
Yeah,
to be woodland
concentration
creatures.
up to an hour.
Nope, that's not what we're going to do. You said you were going invisible.
Oh yeah, I can do that too. That is also an option. But Spirit, what are you gonna do?
You said you were gonna turn me into a small forest creature.
Oh, is that what you want?
No, but that's what you said you were going to do.
Yeah, I could do that for you. What do you want to be?
Anything small enough to fit in your bag.
Well, I can be like a little mini Erin. You can be my little spider.
Yes, I guess you could do that.
Tippy gets a little pair of tiny spectacles.
Look at me, I'm Erin. I know what a
Frog.
plunger is.
What? You weren't even with us when that happened.
Yeah, he wasn't even there.
I want to be included. Let me be included.
Spirit, let Tippy feel included.
Just something small, Tippy. Something that I can fit in your bag.
Okay.
Bacteria.
You're a
I turned
tardigrade
you
now.
into a
Yum yum
germ.
yum yum.
You're going to the quantum realm.
It's about to get weird.
See how long it lasts.
All right.
Yeah, as
An
they
hour.
as they lead, you're just turns
Wait,
to the rest of them.
Is invisibility and polymorph both concentration?
Yeah, wait, yeah.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, I think it has to be the reverse.
Can't I
think
also
Tippy-
just disguise myself as a frog?
Can't you
You're
cast invisibility on me?
Well,
Put you in my
Yeah,
bag.
Seems a bit more apt.
Yeah.
yeah, it has to
I
be
can
like
I
that.
can cast invisibility once a day.
Okay, can you cast it on me?
hold
Sure,
on,
but
hold
I
on,
need to
hold
play
on.
my lute to do it.
Give me a second.
Okay,
Hold on.
cast it on me, and then I just put you in my bag. We just do the same thing with
Let
reverse.
me, yeah, I was just saying, let me cook. Hold
Great,
on.
now Spirit gets to be Erin.
So wait, how does gaseous form? Does gaseous form actually transform me into gas, or is it purely just an illusory thing?
You are gas.
You are.
You are
gas.
gas.
You
Straight
can
gas.
still
You
be
are
hit,
gas.
but you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Okay.
And I believe that things like gust of wind and thing can move you,
think-
but I could be wrong.
I think all attacks have disadvantage against him as well.
And
Yeah.
Tippy can just unravel into literally air, if need comes.
Yeah.
With like a 90-foot fly speed or something like that.
I'd be like, oh no, you got me. It falls into like actual just dust.
Uriel turns like
Gaseous
once the
form
else.
does make you very slow. You only have like a 10-foot. speed, I think.
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, it's really slow. So
But
we're
you're
like on
rated
the
good.
outskirts of the we're like on the forest line.
So y'all would have to walk a little bit from where this whole conversation sparked from Uriel going up and seeing that the village was attached. You also have like a good 30 minutes to an hour before you actually get there.
That's fine.
So it would probably walk up a little bit, get closer before you actually start casting spells on each other to do your scouting group.
So while we're walking,
Tippy, and sorry.
I was gonna say, Tippy was gonna try talking to Spirit and Vico, so this actually works if that's what you're gonna do too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I was gonna say while we're walking, Tippy and Spirit, I imagine are talking about their game plan. So I'll turn you invisible, not me.
Yes.
And then
Not
I'll
you.
go in your bag. Okay.
And then you'll go into my bag, and if need arises, you can turn into any creature you need.
Yeah, and I can just scamper off. I could even turn you into a creature, and I am a creature for different reasons. No, I could not. Wait, yes, I could.
Right, sure.
Where and what are we going to see first? That way we know what to do. And I think if we get separated, we should establish some sort of rendezvous point.
Well, I think we just check the... We stay out of the way first, obviously. We want to check the perimeter, see if there's anything we notice. Then the crumbled wall. See if we can see into the village that way. See what we can make out. If we can, you could try to approach the mountain as well. But I don't know what...
Perhaps we could cause something of a remote diversion that would draw attention away from both ourselves and our unseen comrades. I'm not...
Set the village on fire.
Aren't there people there?
Not
There's
the monsters.
monsters.
Oh, it's a monster village?
Yes, it's a monster village.
Setting the
Yeah,
village
that's-
on
that's
fire
a-
would certainly be a
It would be a
distraction.
But
But
a
it would
little
cost
more
a lot.
obvious.
I can perform some illusions, but probably not enough to distract a substantial portion of the village.
I do have marbles that can that have a thunder property, which will make noise.
Okay. That's...
I don't know how much of a distraction that will be,
It is interesting at the very least.
but it's something we can do.
How many do you have?
I have 2.
Do you need both to use them?
No, one of them can make the sound.
Erin, you're familiar with what she's talking about. These are the marbles that Regina used as self-defense.
Oh.
All
That's
the way
from
back
a
in the
while
day.
ago.
Yeah.
Throwback.
These are throwback weapons.
She's had them all this time.
Seems like a bit
Well,
of a shame.
I used them in the tournament.
Yeah, she's used them before.
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow.
So, Spirit, why do we want to get in there? We want to go look around?
We want to know what we're dealing with. Right now, we know that there's a village with monsters in it that we fought before, and an entrance to a mountain, which we need keys for. We don't know much else besides that.
Oh, I see.
Information to prepare for an actual attack. That's why we need to stay stealthy and be careful. If we're caught, then the entire point of this was for naught.
Yes.
Escape is the last option. Do not try and get in situations where you need to escape.
Is escape better than fight?
Yes, in most situations.
Yes,
In
we're
this
probably
scenario,
overwhelmed.
yes, definitely. Tadriel, don't you have like a way to make your voice louder? Tadriel,
Tadriel awake.
My water?
I see.
don't you have a way to make your voice louder?
I have thaumaturgy,
You can probably use that.
which makes my voice a bit louder, yes.
Maybe not your voice, but can it make noise?
It could, if it needed to.
If we need noise, I can also provide.
I could make little sound effects.
We just need a distraction. And something low cost.
Yes, I can. It doesn't take much out of me just to make. I could do rumbling thunder, call from a god, although I don't think the
What?
monsters would worship one. I'm just saying I can make noise. Although the diversion was not. That was something I put forth as a potential option, but we should also explore other avenues.
Okay.
What?
If you need me to, I'll go run in that direction, screaming as loud as I can.
No.
No, we don't
I
need
think
that.
I think we don't perform a distraction.
Sure.
It will only alert them that something is here.
Mhm.
Right.
Right now, it's just a normal
true.
day for them.
I mean, they can't
They
see
might already
spirits.
know we're here, but
Oh yeah.
they might already know we're here, but they'll definitely
Something
know
does.
someone is here if we make a distraction.
That crazy frog is just a normal frog.
They can't see spirits, and Vico will look like one of them. So let's hope that they don't ask questions to Vico.
Okay.
I think the worst comes to worst,
I think we
Vico has
have to be
leave.
prepared.
Missed the noises.
Yes, Tadriel?
I think we have to be prepared for, like we implied, that something may have been following us and whatever stole from us.
Yes.
If it is in this village, like we are thinking, they know we're coming. They're absolutely aware of
Yes.
what we are doing.
We're not denying that, but they don't know what we're doing. We do have the upper hand at that they don't exactly know what we're planning.
If they don't,
But they do know
if
what
they
we're doing.
can't, if they're not watching us right now, if they don't know what's going on right now, they won't know where or when we'll attack.
Exactly.
That's the only advantage we have.
Do you think they're the ones that took our stuff, Spirit?
Had to be some sort of monster. Had to be something about this place.
I mean, if you can't find our weapons, that's a bonus. But if you can't, we'll find them somehow. It's just a priority right now. It's just to find out as much information as you can within the hour that you have.
If we can, Vigo, we should try and stay outside of the village. Unless the need arises to go in for some reason.
See if you can try to find a way up the mountain without having to go to the village. See if there's a possible path.
Not your way up, but trying to get in.
Well, I mean, it could be possible we don't have to go through the village, but they may just see us anyways. Just find as much information as you can. We'll be waiting in the forest line if anything happens. I trust in all of your judgments.
Mhm. Perhaps we should just wait until we get more information. Or, alternatively, I have enough energy in me to make one more person gaseous for an hour. So,
I don't think it's necessary.
okay.
I think you should just hold on to that energy in case something bad happens.
We might need you to come in as a gas.
Sure.
I just wanted to say something. Sorry.
It's okay, Tippy. We appreciate your contribution.
Indeed.
I give a gentle strum.
Are you three ready?
How close are we, Uriel?
We're right here. Right there.
Also at the base of the mountain.
No, y'all are probably
We're in the village.
We're in the village.
Y'all are probably hiding in the forest somewhere, about maybe 200 or 300 feet away from the southmost border, the southernmost wall of the camp.
Sorry, how
Y'all
far?
haven't
200-300 feet?
like 200-300 feet, unless y'all want to be further.
I think this is good.
My brain just
But
registered the number you said.
You are close enough to where you can see the walls of the village through the forest line, but not much else. There are too many trees in such a way, but you know you're close enough.
We're close. It is, my estimate's 200 feet away.
Oh, we're like right there.
Yes.
Are we sure? Is that close?
Yes, we're close.
Okay, yeah, that's close.
So no more time to waste. I think we should just do this.
I also have one idea. This might work. It would use a little bit of my magic, but I could make it so that any type of magical spell or any type of magic used on you that might be able to tell if you're disguised or something doesn't work.
Wow. It could be pretty useful.
I don't know if it'll.
I could also, at least for one of you, make sure that you don't die. It does take a lot of magic, but it can be helpful if you guys are in a situation where we can't get to you easily.
We should aim. Even though I think it would be safer for you to use it, I think it would be best if we don't use it.
Okay.
The entire point of this exercise, this mission, is to get as much information as possible with as little cost as possible.
Yes. Okay.
And to save our energy for the actual fight. If this village is full, completely full, and we have to fight our way through the village, through the camp outside the mountain, and into the mountain, we need to save all our energy for that.
Okay, I get that. I understand.
I can use my my spell on all three of you if necessary, but
you should only need to use it on two of us to be
that's what I would
inside my bag.
think. That's what I would think. I think I could do that, and I'll be able to recover that while we wait to see what's happening with you all. And it should last long enough. Should last a day, so it should work out to be enough.
Yes.
I get to use a spell I haven't used yet. Let's go.
Yeah. I think I'm also going to. I think I'm also gonna cast Locate Object again. Because I can get the spell slot back. Michael.
Michael.
Michael died, guys.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Locate Object again.
On Galadia?
Yeah, because I can get the spell slot back. So
Galadia is somewhere inside the mountain.
well, I do have good news. It does come with a not so great news. I think I found our items. They're in the mountain.
Of course.
That's about right.
But at least we know where they are.
Michael, I has a question.
What's your question, soldier?
Send your patient. This is the wording of the spell I want to use. It's this Nistel's magic aura. I have two questions though. One of them allows me to mask a creature so that it seems like it's another creature type through any kind of detection spell.
Okay.
Would I be able to make Vico, since he's going to be disguised as one of them, match them? Like, would I have an idea of what that would be? Or
It appears to belong to a specific school magic or mask. Yeah, you could make him considered a monstrosity.
okay, so I could do that. And then other question: could I? Or could I do it on Spirit, where I could make him appear non-magical? Because technically, I think that one's meant to be used on an object, but I just want to know if I could do it on him since he's invisible. So would it make him appear non-magical? Pretty sure it's meant to be used on an object, but especially considering.
Well, it says that you can cast the spell on creatures or objects, so
Right.
go for it.
Yeah. Go for it. I mean, it's worth a shot. Since he won't be seen, I'm assuming they're not going to try to find his, determine his creature type. So, I am going to...
A humanoid in this village? No.
In this village,
No.
no way.
But there's no humanoid standing here. What is this nonsense?
L.
Then after everybody has transformed, I will bestow a magical aura upon you. It's kind of palm. I saw I will be using 2 level 2 spell slots for that, Michael.
Sir, yes, sir.
So
Hey, Mr.
Vico's
Monstrosity, is that a frog in your pocket?
What?
I'm just happy to see you. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Weirdo walks away.
6, yeah, I wouldn't be able to get through that. I mean, I could use it. I could use it on Tippy too, and that would just be I'd be down 1 spell slot.
Yeah, there's no point. I'm just a frog. Hopefully.
Yes.
You are.
Hopefully they're not like, this is a weird fey frog. Where did you find
I mean,
that?
Tippy won't have any magic on her.
Tippy
I
is
got magical
fey.
loot.
Tippy is
Yeah,
fey.
Tippy is fey.
I could do it.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
down 1 level 2 spell slot, but I have plenty of
Do you need the magical loot?
To turn you invisible.
Yeah, but you
Well,
turn me
you
invisible
don't-
now, and then you give the loot away.
Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, I guess that's fine. As long as I can stay concentrated on it. Michael, is that okay?
Yeah.
Then sure. I can just cast it and then hand off my loot.
I feel like I should do
Oh.
something to Tippy though, considering she's a monstrosity. Or
Actually-
fey.
Daniel is exhausted, right?
Yeah, Vico is.
You're gonna cast a word on you and get rid of that exhaustion.
Let's go.
Gives you a little kiss on the cheek. And then you're fine.
Let's fucking go.
Tippy is fine because Tippy's in Spirit's bag.
Yeah, I have an exhaustion, but I shouldn't be making any rolls.
Vico,
Yeah,
so
so that's the hope.
So fucking bag.
I haven't even level 1 I want.
Alright.
Tippy, do not talk, make no noise. Just try and listen out, okay?
Oh, just pretend to be one of your normal frogs.
I don't have normal frogs, just listen.
Ribbit.
Silent like a stone, Tippy.
I
not-
side eye Falkner.
Do not talk. Do you understand? Do not make noise while you are in that bag.
I keep my lips tight and I nod at him.
Good. If you need anything or notice anything, you just tap on my leg or something.
Okay, I will. Are you ready to go invisible?
Sure. Is everyone else ready?
Do this.
Then let's get going.
Song of invisibility. And I go no, and Spirit turns invisible. And then I toss my my loot at Tadriel and climb into the invisible bag.
You know, you can't see the bag. Spirit has picked you up and thrown you away. And he runs away.
I unconcentrate. Oh no!
I didn't plan this far.
Now you have to make a wisdom saving throw. Turn into what is it? A seahorse.
Flops around on the ground with 1 HP.
No.
Look at
Loses that 1 HP to suffocation 2 rounds and then turns back.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to kill you now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, and Erin, you turn Vico into a cloud of pinkish smoke.
I've become one with the air.
Vico, this is a very strange feeling.
Yeah.
Gravity feels so much less like like you try to take a step and you're like,
Your arm just floats away. It's gone now.
Hold on.
It takes it takes a little bit to get used to, but
We're burning time. Let's get going.
y'all begin making your way towards the village. As you'll get closer to the actual hard tree line around the village, you'll get to the edge. At this point you're maybe 40 feet away from the wall. And you notice something that you couldn't see from further back where the camp was. At this point, you're quite a ways away from them. You notice 2 creatures standing outside the south wall. This isn't a gate. They're not guarding anything. They actually appear to be just finishing work on something. There are 2 things that you notice. One, these 2 creatures appear to have just finished piling dirt onto something. There are 4 mounds of churned up earth. And there's been a hammer kind of just slammed into the ground at the peak of each mound. The other thing that you notice is, hey, that's weird. We shouldn't be able to look at that. The 2 creatures that you're looking at are miststalkers. You've seen them as corpses, so you recognize them. But the only other time that you've seen them just walking around was you saw one run through an anti-magic field, so it didn't turn into mist when you looked at it. But this time, there's no anti-magic creature. They're just there.
There is just an anti-magic field around the village that we walk into. Go invisible. Turns back into a person. Oh shit.
Well,
But yes, sorry.
Yeah. They sort of finish up putting the dirt onto the last of the mounds with their one functional arm each, and they take out a hammer, and one of them drops to one knee while the other one swings as hard as its skinny little left hand can and smashes it into the top of the dirt. It then looks at the other one, and I would like for I'd like for y'all to give me perception checks.
Alright. I
Can Tippy
certainly
see
try.
through the bag? I don't know how invisibility works.
That's an 11.
I'll say for the sake of this that Tippy can see.
Let's go. Perception. Oh wait, I have disadvantage.
Oh, you got a crazy mod. It's fine.
Yeah. I rolled a 3.
Oh
Okay,
my
not too
god.
crazy.
Cool. All right. So Spirit,
Yeah.
you notice that when this one turns around to look at the other one, you see some attachments to their body that weren't on the other ones. There are small mechanical implants in their chest, neck, temples. They appear to have been augmented in some capacity. And then something very strange happens. The one that just finished its work and turned to the other one begins to make noises. Very inhuman noises, but Spirit, you recognize this as a broken, just barely functional version of Undercommon.
That language I totally know I can understand. What?
I'm not sure what capacity you fear that. You do recognize some of the words. You catch phrases as they begin the conversation. In this distorted, very cracky voice, you catch, I wish, bury, in walls, closer to Creator. Shame failed, join awakened. Avenge, weapons, good start. Find, plan. Are the words that you catch out of this interaction that you recognize. After that, the one that was on one knee gets up, kind of nod to one another, and then they begin to run off. Another thing that's different. When you saw the one that ran through the anti-magic field, it just ran really fast. These are running probably equally as fast, but it is being significantly increased by the fact that in between every step, they blink forward a little bit before landing on their next foot, and then doing it again and again, as they rocket off.
That's cool.
Spirit, is gonna start moving forward
Right.
very stealthily. Gonna go as like slow as possible. He's like looking at every like step he's taken.
All right. You do so. What I'm going to do, by the way, for this, because something I saw online, I'm stealing it. It just helps with preventing metagaming. Basically, I'm going to just assume you're stealthy until you get into a situation where you need stealth. Then I'll have you roll stealth, so you can't roll a bad stealth roll, and then just keep going. And then just say, oh, I don't actually feel good about this, guys, and leave.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
You begin to sneak forward. What are you going to do to indicate to Vico that you're sneaking forward?
I'm not.
Alright.
Based.
Vico, what are you doing?
Alright, first, I don't know. I want to take a look at that pit.
So, to be clear, y'all haven't entered the village yet. This is...
Alright.
Y'all are on the outskirts. This took place just outside of the southern wall.
Okay,
Y'all haven't entered yet.
got it. Well, in
So-
that case-
Y'all, from Vico's perspective, y'all came to the forest line. You saw two mist stalkers that should have turned to smoke as soon as you saw them. They didn't.
No.
They slammed a hammer into a pile of dirt, made noises at each other, and then fucking zoomed away. You don't know where Spirit is, as he is invisible.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna just advance into the village then.
Alright, you'll make your way towards the village, and I'll get back to you. Spirit, you begin sneaking forward. Where is your destination? Are you going towards the village? Are you going to the mounds? Are you going towards...
The mounds. The mounds.
Alright,
Dumbass.
The
make
mounds.
your way up. There isn't too much more to describe about them. It's just dirt. Could give me either an insight or check, if you like.
Okay. I'm sure they'll give you different results, right?
Yeah.
Well, Spirit is slightly more about religion. But that's a 7.
I mean, you're not sure. Tippy, you could also give me an insight or religion if you so choose, as you can also see through the bag. Spirit, you're not sure what they were up to. I mean,
I'm not a monster.
yeah, you're not a monster. You don't fucking know.
Well, I'm not a monster.
Oh,
I got a critical
you have
fail.
disadvantage, right?
I almost had an idea, and then I completely lost it.
You're just so eepy.
You're in character.
You walk up. You're not sure what these are.
Well, Spirit's gonna do something a little rash.
Spirit's gonna rat.
It's not that rash, but it's a little rash. Who knows? I'm gonna
Little.
remove one of the hammers and place it to like the side of the mound.
Pick it up. Put it on the side of the mound. It's just it's actually a small, like, now that you're closer up and you can look at it, it's not like a carpentry hammer or anything. It's actually it's like a forge hammer type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Pick it up, you put it on the ground next to it.
Does
Right.
Vico's passive perception notice that?
What's Vico's passive perception?
I believe you guys a 9, but I'm gonna check.
I want to stay grouped up if possible. Vico just walks into town.
Oh wow! No, hold up. That can't be right.
It's wisdom based, so. And if you have proficiency, it could be pretty high.
Vico's got a 12 passive perception. That
That's
seems higher.
above 10.
Hold up. That seems higher than it should. No, I guess. No, it's right, because I just checked my other Vico character sheet. It's 12.
Is he proficient in perception?
No. He does have a 15, though. In wisdom.
In wisdom? Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense then.
I just never realized how high his wisdom was, I guess.
Bro was a monk for a while. What can I tell you?
That is true.
So, wait, what is Spirit doing?
Oh, gotta look around. Anything going on around here?
No, they're just piles of dirt with hammers on them.
No, not at the piles. Like looking down, up and down the wall. Anything that I noticed, just Okay.
Give me an Arcana check.
I'm kind of good at those. I mean, not if I roll a 5, but I haven't rolled a 5. That's why I rolled in the last check. Just I haven't rolled yet. No, I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, no. You do notice that at the very least there is magic in the wall. The wall has been enchanted.
Right.
You know what it does, but
Very knowledgeable on such
you
things.
kind of just like tell the
Not my
magic to do the thing, and then it does
Not
it.
my school of
You know,
magic, not my problem. I don't
Not
study
my-
it. I just
not
use it.
magic, not my problem. That's what I would say.
Wow. Let's do a little, ethical excavation. I got my suspicions of what this is, but we're gonna do it anyways. Start moving some dirt around, out of the way, so that I can see.
All right, Spirit, you begin digging, and after only a couple minutes of digging, the dirt is still loose. It's still fresh. Spirit finds a patch that he can't sift through with his hands. It's kind of hard, stiff, and flat.
I can see him trying this, right, and getting stuck at some point.
Yeah, and you begin to kind of like dust around it, and
Look like wood or anything?
no, it doesn't look like wood.
Stone? It's just like dirt?
Well, it looks more like a hide of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you begin to dust around it, and Spirit begins to get a bigger picture of like what it is that he's kind of dusting around, and Spirit understands what the majority of us have already figured out. This is a grave.
Yep.
And there is a dead mist stalker buried in the ground here. Its torso has a very large gash going diagonally through it that is still a little bit greenish black around the edges.
Okay, well, yeah, we're gonna put the dirt back. It's fine, Put the dirt back. Yeah, but I'm gonna move all the hammers off, like next to the piles.
Okay.
It just,
You take all the
'Cause I
hammers
can.
off of the piles and put them on the sides.
Yeah. Tippy.
Yeah.
There's something magical about the walls. I'm not really all that good with actually analyzing magic. Do you have any clue what's going on?
Can you get really close to it and I'll just like touch it, reach my hand out, touch it.
Sure. Welcome to the wall.
Alright, Tippy, give me
I stick a mid out and feel.
you stick a mid out and you feel the wall, just a tiny floating pink hand. Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Uh-oh.
I
Mo,
never said you were good at it.
can I catch the vibe of the wall?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here, man.
I can catch the vibe of the wall instead?
No, you're not inciting the wall.
I tried. That's 1. That's 2. Hey, here we go. Not terrible. That could have been a lot worse.
Let's see. Well, the 13.
Is it 13? That's a lot better than my 7.
This seems to be a. This wall has an enchantment on it. Tippy, you're not familiar with like specifics, but it is really, really powerful, so it's actually not that hard to kind of figure out what it does. These creatures, monstrosities, can go in and out as they please. But any creature that is not a monstrosity upon entering cannot leave.
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Thank fucking God that
What the
Falknir
fuck?
cast the thing on Vico to make him appear as a monstrosity to magical effects.
So this thing's permeable only to monstrosities is the gist of it?
It'll let you in, but it won't let you out if you're not a monstrosity.
Okay, so it's a trap if you're not a monstrosity.
Yes.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Okay, and Tippy knows this?
Yes.
Uh-oh. This might be bad, Spirit.
What's going on?
Well, it's kind of good news, kind of bad news.
What's going on?
It's like if you were like a big scary guy, like we're pretending Vico is, then
Sure.
then you can go in and out totally fine. But
Right, but if you're not,
if you're me, or if you're you,
yes.
it'll let us in. But I think it's a trap.
Okay, so we're not going in then.
Maybe Vico could peek in. Where's Vico?
I don't know.
Vico's already in there.
Vico's
guys.
down
Far
dancing
cloud
around.
just the far cloud just
I think I
gently.
took a wrong turn.
Yeah, Vigo's on the other side of the continent.
Yep.
We're
How
gonna
the
scan-
Some big creature just shows up and just breathes Vico in.
It's
No,
got
it
giant
didn't hit,
nostrils.
no, a dragon just comes by and kills Vico. And
Breathes him out, incinerates him.
Then we'll just scan the outside of the village, and hopefully the camp near the mountain is accessible to us
But,
without us getting trapped.
do you think
We
you
can
like
investigate
peek,
that.
do you think if you like peeked your head in, it would trap your head?
I'm not even going to try to think about that. Let's just get moving.
Alright. So, where is Spirit going?
He's going towards the mountain at this point.
Are you going east or west?
Right.
Because you're currently south, the mountain is north. Around east or go around west?
Well, I was always an east
The
kind of guy.
entrance,
So we're gonna
the
go
one
west.
remaining. Okay. So, you start making your way west, and because of how slow gaseous form makes you, Spirit, give me a perception check. And Tippy.
Okay.
Sorry, you want me to do what?
Perception.
Okay, I rolled a 6.
Roll number 1. Roll number 2. Ooh.
Woo. Tippy. Vico, give me a stealth check.
Alright. I'm here for it. Stealth. Me and my plus 0. 11.
Alright. Alright,
plus
so
zero?
as y'all are passing the entrance, y'all see as y'all are passing like the one remaining functional gate, y'all see a little off pink smoke cloud kind of drifting into the village. Very slowly.
Well,
Spirit ain't seeing shit. He got a 6.
Sorry, Tippy sees that. Sorry.
You see that? Is that
Shut up.
Vico? Oh, sorry.
Don't speak unless spoken to, maggot. Just hits Tippy in the bag.
Ow!
Just like punches the bag. Tippy inside.
You hear glass break inside.
Tippy dissolves.
I think my bones are broken.
You punch the bag, it makes a squeaky noise.
We're just gonna walk on by. I mean, I don't notice the dust. I tell Tippy
Alright.
to shut up, and we're gonna keep going.
As Spirit walks by, I just do this to Vico.
Who cares?
You can't see you.
Vico can't see Tippy for
I'm
more
just
than 1
watching. Just like, I wonder what
Alright.
he's up to.
So,
That's not Vico, I just think it is.
Yeah, this is not Vico. This is another peak.
So that's a weird collection of dust right there.
so I'm going to do a thing.
He's going to do a thing.
While y'all make your way around that side, we're gonna have Vico side adventure.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Whoa!
More.
I believe I'm gonna have to do
This is
this.
the Vico Beach episode, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vico
But the beach is a
edit
monster village.
Oh shit.
can be edited and controlled by all players. Well,
Let's go!
Let's go!
Vico,
Heyo.
can you
What
see?
the fuck?
Nika, I believe in you.
Alright.
If you die, however,
I can
yikes.
see
Hey, bro, get logged in.
Everything
see
plus
Everything.
all the name plus all the
I can see
names of
this
everything.
guy, I can see this guy, I can see
Oops.
that guy.
Plus
Yeah,
all
I
the
see-
names of
Well,
everything too.
Yikes.
Don't worry, Michael, I
Yikers.
already
I hope
forgot.
it wasn't supposed to be some sort of big review, Michael.
I took 200 pictures in the last
Oh,
10
yeah,
Yeah,
seconds.
Michael,
Wait.
Look,
little
we'll
did you
just-
know, I've been
Of-
recording
of
this
what, David?
entire
Guys,
session.
Oh my god.
we'll just forget about the magical circles inside the domes. Wink.
Wink.
Just forget about
One of
them.
those Men in Black
Wait,
mindy
why?
things.
I'm so confused. I have walls. The light layer has walls. What the?
Do you have dynamic lighting turned on?
Hang on, I'm gonna cry. It's fine. Yeah, it was off.
Yeah.
There we go. There it is.
Alright.
I'm fine.
Anyway, we're gonna try this again.
Hooray!
That's better.
There we go.
Man, I don't see
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
It's a corridor of
What?
black. Not that there's anything wrong.
Well, yeah,
It all goes to make the rainbow, Luigi.
Except black.
That's black.
you're.
That doesn't go in there.
I believe that Vico. Yeah, Vico is the only one. Vico, you can drift down the street as you like.
Vico drifting.
Whoa, why did Vico move?
We all have control over
Vico
Vico.
right now.
Vico.
Vico's possessed by his party
I'm gonna
members.
Everyone
touch
leave
Vico
Vico
in all
alone.
the right places.
Everyone leave Vico alone.
Everyone-
Who rotated Vico?
Michael,
I'm not even on the Roll20 screen.
Michael, I'm going to quit if they don't stop touching Vico.
Hey! Alright, it was funny at first, but let Vico be Vico. Stop fucking with
Vico's
Vico.
dead, guys.
Stop putting things on Vico's token.
I haven't touched it.
There. Vico, you can drift down the street as you like.
I'll be honest, guys, I touched it.
Oh my
did too.
god. You bastards.
Alright. So as you're making your way down the street, you notice that there are braziers occasionally on the side of this kind of main path. Now that you're closer up, you can see these veins in the floor of the in the floor of the floor appear to kind of vibrate and pulsate on their own. There's a dark fluid that seems to flow through all of them. as you make your way up to this corner, there is a leather sign that has symbols on it. You don't know what they say.
Right. Weird symbols. Fun.
This guy.
I'm just assuming it's not. It's just something like Vico just obviously does not comprehend.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't know, looks like it might be like a language he's not familiar with. I mean, it could be like
It could just be
language from last time he was here. Or...
It could be Orcish. It could just be random scribblings.
Make your way along. And as you kind of get, now that you're kind of more in it, you're starting to recognize these places. Like, this was a housing district. This was where the orc men lived when y'all were here. It's very lonely now.
The veins still continue along the floor.
Yep. And crisscross patterns throughout every direction as far as you can see. As you get further along and you get to the
That's open for me, Michael.
oh, oops.
Everything else is fine.
Anyway, yeah. As you get, oh yeah, I literally just forgot to put that door. Dear
Be like
God,
that.
everything's falling apart. Anyway,
Yikes.
Yikes.
it's fine, it's
My
fine, it's
immersion's
fine.
been-
It's
My immersion's been ruined.
Gotta put it back together.
There we go. Jesus Christ. You get to what appears to be, it's almost like a well. Like the what is above ground has like a brick laid like railing almost around it. Seemingly, I don't know, maybe to prevent things from falling in, maybe for like structural support, you're not really sure. Vico, you like really recognize the spot. You kind of getting this close. Before it was just like, oh, there's a pit there. I don't know, that's not really very good information. Now that you're here, this is where y'all stayed last time you were here. This was where the little tent that Goldirk allowed your party to stay in as refuge. Was. Now there's a gaping hole in the ground.
Alright, that's interesting, that's fun. That definitely is a good sign, right? Yeah, I guess now that he's investigated the well, Vico's gonna.
So, as you're kind of like looking at the well,
Yeah.
and like seeing it for the first time, getting an understanding of what's going on, in the distance, you see something very interesting. A very large fire erupts in the distance. A powerful blue smoke trail comes rising off of it heavily into the sky. Additionally, there is a loud metal clanging sound that comes from the same direction as well. And pretty much as soon as that happens, the doors to all of these various huts begin to open, and these creatures begin to trickle their way together
Oh my God, it's the Resident Evil 4
slowly.
village.
Yeah.
Bingo.
These creatures begin to
Bingo.
slowly trickle their way
Bingo.
towards the fire. I only have a few out right now, but all of them that
Yeah.
you saw before
Yeah,
begin
all
to
of
do that,
everyone.
including this big
Big
boy.
boy.
biggin.
Um, Vico,
Yeah.
can you give me a stealth check?
Yeah.
You have advantage because of gaseous force.
Make
Oh, thank Jesus Christ.
And you're no longer
Literally
exhausted.
just a straight roll.
Oh,
Also, if you have-
11.
Do you have your
11.
your coin?
I do. I don't believe it's been
You do.
flipped.
You
Okay.
can flip your coin to get to roll again and take the higher number.
I'm gonna fucking roll again. I'm gonna flip again.
Yes.
I'm gonna flip
Do it, do it, do it.
I rolled an 11 and a 2, and I have a +0. That's a 12.
That's better,
12.
dude.
Oh, stealth is not my friend.
Oh.
And my plus fucking 0 in stealth.
So, Vico, you, as like this essentially wave of creatures begins to kind of like make their way up the road, you see a lot of different things. You see creatures with like tentacles for arms. You see more of the like eyesore creatures that you saw before. You see these behemoths with just metal plating going over their entire body. Every single one of them has some kind of mechanical augmentation.
Does it hurt to look at the eyesores?
No, these are not. I can see the misunderstanding, but these are not the same. These are not the winter balloons. The winter balloons were the things that hurt when you look at them. The eyesores, I guess, poor naming, but these were the creatures that that had a aura of silence around them.
Oh, okay.
That then split into smaller like parasites when they died, or as they took damage. As they make their way up, Vico, one of them essentially passes through you.
Fuck. Fucking shit.
To your surprise, it like doesn't even react. Give me an insight check.
Okay. I can do that.
They're setting up to kill you.
Alright. That's a 15. That's good.
You've seen some of these creatures, not all of them, in the wild before. They're acting very strangely. It's almost like that fire, whatever it was, has put them in a trance state of some kind.
Alright.
And they're just... that's like all that they can focus on.
Alright. Well,
Creatures
I'm gonna
pass
follow
by, yeah, and eventually keep making their way that way. Vico, you're gonna follow them?
them. Yeah. I'm gonna Resident Evil 4 this shit. Call me Leon S. Kennedy, bitch.
Alright,
Alright, man.
you do so. And that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Yo.
Hey yo.
Oh man, dude, I just had a frightening
You
thought.
said it was
just randomly,
curled
and I
in.
sent it to Michael, and I hate Michael's response. I mean, that's like
Mikey.
the only response you would
Okay.
give me. Like anyone would give me that, but I hate it.
What was the thought? Were you gonna die?
Michael.
No. So I've been
Austin?
thinking like, okay,
Hang
so
on one
who's
second.
really making? And I was thinking it would probably be Goldert because that's kind of what his style is.
Yeah.
But then I
It is
thought
his seal.
it is his seal, and then I thought, wait, there's one other person that I know that can do this. That can do exactly what
Oh yeah,
Golden's doing.
that would be messed up.
No, not his daughter. Not his daughter, even though his daughter can do it.
Beldrin.
Beldrin.
Oh, that is true.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
That would be
Yeah.
cool. That would also be really messed
That would
up.
be really, yeah, that would be really fucked
What
up. And
if
that's what I
it was
thought
all-
about it.
That
I'm
would be
like,
fucked up.
I thought about it. I'm like, dude,
I guess we'll
could
see.
totally be it. We could see.
So I wanna showcase this real quick because originally the Miststalkers weren't supposed to be like this
I know.
character. And since you could only see them as mist, I just used a little mote of smoke to denote them. But now since
Yeah.
they've evolved and kind of become more in with this like mini arc, I actually commissioned Garrison to draw one so that
Hell
y'all can have
yeah.
a better like visual.
Hey, yo.
And
Can I send it in
Yeah, you
our
can-
turn?
Oh, it's a
yeah, go for it.
That's cool.
That's
bet-
badass.
Dude, that looks like fucking looks like a toned down version of Yami from Baylor, or not Yami, Baylord Yama from fucking the Tower of God. Like the
Yeah.
fucking like the needle arm and then the fucking
Yeah, you're fucking right, dude.
That looks awesome.
I haven't even watched that show, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Not even from the show. I didn't even watch the show.
Yeah,
yet.
he doesn't show up in the
read
show yet. The webtoon.
He hasn't even
does.
shown up in the show.
I've seen
Wow.
the image.
No.
Like I've seen the image. I know what you're talking
No,
about.
the show is only like the first it's only like only like the first few parts.
Oh, they only made the first season. Oh, they haven't
Yeah.
made.
By the
I
way,
have
Yeah, they
no
haven't-
clue what
yeah, they
y'all are
haven't made
talking
anymore.
about.
Garrison, now that you're here tomorrow, I have work, but either before or after, I will stop by your house and drop off the payment as is due.
I'm probably gonna be out of the house, around and after like noon.
Yeah.
So
Alright, well, when I get off work, it'll be around like 4-ish.
Does anyone
Okay.
want to do anything tomorrow?
I'm down.
Like, I'm
I
not gonna do
can-
anything.
I cannot.
yeah, I already have plans for tomorrow, but I would be down
I'm gonna
Sunday.
be coming in tomorrow night.
Yeah. Good night, Austin. If that's what you were saying.
I'm gonna end the recording now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 1 a.m. here. I have a flight
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
have a
good
flight?
night,
Yeah.
dude.
Good night.
Awesome.